Alrighty, let's see what's going to happen with this ruling. I just got back from the grocery store. Let's see if it's still Dallas ball or if they inadvertently touched it and then the Chargers can score a touchdown and then Dak is going to drive them down for the field goal. I think the last game ended 2017, the last time these two teams met over there.
Touched by Tolbert, Dallas first. Not the long snapper, Josh Harris, recovered by the Chargers. It's LA's ball. Yeah, they cleaned all that up. What I find interesting going into the last 8.
Wow, he didn't have to touch the ball there, but it was scripted. That happened. These guys have imploded. The Chargers have imploded. This team could have gone for the field goal. They're just going to keep the Chargers in it, so Dak Prescott's the hero. It's about the 4-2. Now the refs are going to call pass interference, and then they're going to set up the scripted Dak Prescott drive to end the game. It's entirely predictable. So I think they know what they're doing right there. They want fireworks, and they're going to script it for the Chargers to score because they called the pass interference. They want Dak to be the hero. That's what they want to do this game. On national TV, the world against him, a mom and a brother passed away. So it's all Dak, and this game is just completely rigged and completely scripted because I think I remember the last game ended 2017 when these two teams met. I vividly remember it. So let's see if the Cowboy, they're probably going to score right here. You can forget about the second, third down, whatever. But that game ended 2017. Cowboys beat the Chargers 2017 and 2021. This was 2021. Well, Dak threw 3 interceptions that game. No, actually, he didn't throw the 3 interceptions that game. Yes, it's interesting. They won the last game 2017. This is how this game is rigged. This is how I know the score is rigged. Chargers will score here. It's pretty. I mean, what are the odds of this game ending 2017? Well, I guess not. Third down. Nice. I mean, it's Brandon Staley. It's like it's Kellen Moore, right? Kellen Moore sucks. It's like the Cowboys have moved on from Kellen Moore. And my only theory about Mike McCarthy being weak in the red zone is it's done on purpose because their kicker that they got used to be a soccer player. And they want this guy to get as much kicks and experience as they want. That's part of the magical storyline is this guy who's only played soccer now is starting to nail it as an NFL kicker. So it could be scripted for Aubrey to be the hero because he never kicked a football. He was a soccer player. I think he played college and American soccer, Aubrey, which is interesting because it's soccer that's come out to 63. The Cowboys will be 6-3 in the Super Bowl. So Brandon Aubrey, part of this magical storyline for the Dallas Cowboys, a soccer player converted into a football kicker. 4th down. We'll see if the Cowboy defense is going to be the star of the show. Dak sucks, only 17 points. Or Dak could be scripted to be the hero. Let's see. But these two teams now have used a timeout. Dallas used 2 timeouts. Chargers used 1. So let's see what happens here. Dallas defense again, championship defense, the special teams, touchdowns, and what have you, or Dak's going to drive him down to victory. Let's look at Dak's fourth quarter comebacks.
the second half, and they have
So
at
let's
this
see.
point only 3 points to show for it.
I go to Pro Football Reference for this. So Dak, he has 12 career fourth quarter comebacks. It could be number 13 at LA if the game is tied. Entering the game with 12 fourth quarter comebacks. His 13th could be at LA at Jerry Jones' birthplace. That's going to be the key. And he's born in the year 42, Jerry Jones. Yep, scripted touchdown. We figured LA would score the touchdown. Jerry Jones born in year 42. Last NFC winner happened at LA. That part of the riddle there. Also, Jared Goff fell victim to the last time a team won a Super Bowl when Tom Brady's Patriots defeated Jared Goff's his Rams, Las Vegas, Nevada, Camacho 133. The score ended 13-3 in Super Bowl 53, and the Cowboys have a 5-3 Super Bowl record right now. So Dak Prescott going to be the hero. This makes me feel better now about not starting Buffalo's defense. Well, I start Buffalo's defense, but I guess this hurts the Cowboys' defensive score. But I guess Buffalo had 11 points. I would have made the right move if Dallas finishes with less than 11 points. So I'm just going to check that. And I'm in a Truth Their Fantasy Football League. Conley formed it, down 19 points. I conceded today. It said congrats to Conley, who's the commish. Aubrey didn't kick any field goals. And Dak, well, he's going to set up the game-winning field goal, I guess, or I suppose CeeDee Lamb could put the Cowboys ahead. That's still not in doubt. But the last time these two teams faced off, the Cowboys won 2017, and this would be Dak Prescott's 13th fourth quarter. I don't know. I guess it means tied game. Yeah, so the Cowboys are not down. So yeah, fourth quarter comeback, it wouldn't count. But my only question is, does it count if they're tied in the fourth quarter? I wonder if that counts. But we'll see. They're going for number 13 here at LA. Yeah, let's see Dak's stats right now. Let's see. America's team tied game. It's can't set up any better. I mean, drama in the fourth quarter. We're on the edge of our seats.
Time to spare? Maybe someday. Tonight? Yeah.
By 18-yard touchdown in the first quarter, Vegas has Camacho of 18, his first championship in his, it's the same old Cowboys. They fumble with the ball and give it away. Coach fumble and give it away. That's probably what they have, but Dak has 18 completions before this drive as well. That's the Camacho of Vegas again. If he gets 5 completions, Cowboys 5 Super Bowls. If he has 23rd completion, Nevada's the 36th state. Justin Herbert has 36 attempts. Nevada's 22 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Dak Prescott, he threw his 6th touchdown of the year, coming on his 18th passing attempt, because that was the Cowboys' last drive. So we've got to screenshot this. In total team offensive stats for the Cowboys, how many first downs was that? It was their 16th first down, and Dak Camacho 16. It was like first and goal, like first and 16 after that scripted penalty. So this is another rigged game in the NFL. Why do I crack you up, man? Me to throw another touchdown because hypothetically speaking, Cowboys could play the clock game and kick a field goal, and then the defense can win. The last game ended 2017. Now Dak is at 6 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns, put the Cowboys up 17-0. Now he's got to be Tom Brady. He's got to drive down and kick game-winning field goal. Last quarterback that beat Tom Brady was Dak Prescott. The 15 yards, the 15 interceptions, the Mahomes who won the championship last year. That's a big down because Rain Dakota is 115 in Gematria. The playoff run is going to begin on Monday Night Football and predicted on January the 15th, 1-15. So 1st and 15, that's completely rigged. A scripted false start. Okay, so that's 19 career game-winning drives. Last was in 2016 against the Eagles. Eagles is same gematria as SoFi. That's what the announcers just said. Also same Pythagorean of 49. Now, SoFi's gematria 49. That was the side of the NFC's last win. SoFi and simple gematria 49 is the same simple gematria as Dallas. And then Eagles, the prior winner of the NFC, defending the crown. The Cowboys going to be the next team to win the NFC. The Cowboys to beat the Eagles in NFC championship game. Around the 15-yard line, that 15 is going to be a big number. Now, suppose if the Chargers kick a field goal, then the Cowboys going to go up with 23 points. $19 tying game-winning drives. Now it's 3rd and 19 around the 16.5-yard line. Dak is gematria 16. Charger defense, they are communicating late, but Dak was pretty late with it too. They're going to call a scripted holding penalty. A penalty from the secondary, that's generally holding. Now, this referee, I think he's from the Pac-12. I remember him. I guess he became an NFL referee. He used to be a Pac-12 ref. If it's from the secondary, I mean, it's just going to be a holding. This is how they rig the game. Call a holding call, first down. This is the easiest way to do it is a holding call. Easiest way to rig a football game. Easiest way to rig a game is to call hold and automatic first down. That's the number one way how they manipulate a football game. You can call holding every play, but this is by far call hold on the offense when they hold on grab on every play and they ignore it, and then they call it, and then holding 3rd and 9 automatic first down. So, yeah, Cowboy haters are mad. Ball at the 31-yard line. Steelers is 31. The last championship against the Steelers. State Farm looked at the Super Bowl last year is 31. In a round reverse. The Cowboys can actually score a touchdown here.
He's got a touchdown catch and now a 14-yard run right in front of Justin Herbert.
These games are no different than wrestling. These games are exactly like wrestling. In fact, they are. I mean, Patrick Mahomes and State Farm commercials up against his Andy Reid up his former team, the Eagles, his second Super Bowl, and the Kelsey brothers. This is rigged entertainment. It's rigged wrestling, but I mean, this is how I correctly predicted the script before the playoffs.
Out of the reach of Gallup as he was hooked up against Asante Samuel Jr. Yeah,
Every 2nd and 10, every single one of those. It's so Dak can't drive him. Now, the Cowboy haters, they're going to make excuses. They're going to blame it on the refs. They're going to blame it on the referees that they got lucky because of the referees. So all the Cowboys going to collapse narrative, that doesn't go away after today. People are going to say, oh, it's only the Chargers, which Brandon Staley's not a good coach. And Kellen Moore is on the Chargers. 49-yard line. It's Dallas. That's gematria 49. This is the big money down. The Tom Brady down is what it's called. 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Gematria of LA. The Eagles is 37. His last fourth quarter game-winning drive. Wonder how many days from that drive to today. I'm curious. They can probably throw a slant over to the right. No one wants to like surround Dak. He got a CD going, CD Lamb. Now the Cowboys, not time to play the clock game just yet because really it's a special teams gaffe that resulted in the last Charger touchdown. And, the same Cowboy haters crying about the refs. I mean, the refs, to be fair, gave the Chargers the last touchdown when they set up pass interference from the one. So it's the referees that are manipulating the game. I mean, they're just manipulating the flow of the game for both teams. So if this game ends 2017 like the other matchup, which I posted, copy and pasted the link, it's game rigged. Because 20, what's 20? That's Gamache Mike McCarthy. Mike is 20, Nevada's 20. First Super Bowl held at Nevada. Cowboys can win by 20 points at the site of the NFC's last Super Bowl victory, or if they score a touchdown, they get the 23rd points. And, the Rams won the Super Bowl with 23 points. And it's Las Vegas, that's Gamache 23. Also, Bengal is 23 as well. So it does CD Lamb. Ball's around the 28-yard line. There's Tom Brady down, the 28-yard line, the 28 years from their last championship. Put the ball in Dak Prescott's hands. 28-yard line.
That didn't look like a catch. Chargers, I believe
The ball hit the ground. That's incomplete.
I think that's a good challenge.
That's incomplete. This game could go to overtime.
Did challenge this play.
Dak could still score 2 touchdowns this game.
Was under pressure by
He had the rushing touchdown. One of my props was over 1.5 touchdowns, but he had a rushing touchdown, so that doesn't count as a pass touchdown. Now, this is not your typical Pac-12 ref. This is how he became an NFL ref. I wonder how you think about Lane Clark tonight.
This is an expedited replay.
What's up with that multicolor star for the Dallas Cowboys today?
No need to challenge. You're looking at it now, 3rd and 9, and if they don't get any more yards, a 50-yard field goal, which for Aubrey, I mean, this is it within range for him.
39, that's the Gematria of Arizona, the Cowboys' last championship, also the site of last year's Super Bowl. 32-yard line, Chiefs is 32. First down at the 23-yard line.
And yet, so they're going to have time, but he just said Los Angeles has charged the timeout. Not sure about the timeout. We'll get a clarification of that. But with the incomplete pass, so 3:30 is.
I'm a little confused, too. How did they get charged for the timeout?
He's won 2, has 1 remaining since he's won 1. He's cleaned that up. His visual announcement is incorrect. They've won 2 challenges.
Today is a 16, though today's a 15, 6-day numerology. Today's a 6-day.
They actually challenged if they won the challenge. Yeah, it's a bully. The only thing that doesn't take place is the time and effort to take a referee to the line.
Okay, this is the Tom Brady 3rd down. It really is. It's the 12th 3rd down of the game.
Prescott, Cooks, big catch, and a 1st down for Dallas.
Now, the Chargers are still in position. They've got the 2-minute warning. They've got 2 timeouts. So if you're the Cowboys, you can set up the game-winning hero, the scripted magical moment for the soccer kicker. He played like a semi-professional league, if I'm not mistaken. You see, I think the Cowboys will get some game-winning field goals from this kicker. If it really is scripted Cinderella, this Brandon Aubrey has got to, show that he not only can do this in the regular season, but he can make clutch kicks in the postseason. And the biggest concern I had from the Cowboys was the kicker position. And it looks like that it's not going to be a concern at all for the Cowboys because Brandon Aubrey has done a great job. his amateur soccer career, the Dallas Texans, 95 red. That's also the name of the Kansas City Chiefs. They're the Dallas Texans before they moved to Kansas City, so that's very interesting. Plano Senior, Dallas Texans, SC. He played at Notre Dame. Now, not only is it Zach Martin, that's from Notre Dame, number 70, the Cowboys' 70th postseason game on the day that the Vatican was established, but the kicker was from Notre Dame. So we can really see a game-winning field goal in the Super Bowl against the Buffalo Bills. It won't surprise me at all. 54 yards, Vegas 54.
Near the line of scrimmage, no gain.
I think you need to go screen pass on the next play.
Yeah, Staley's starting to use those timeouts now. He's got one left. He just used one. With 2:36 to go.
Chargers are scripted to lose because Brandon Staley got to be on the hot seat. So you're going to roll with the Chiefs next week because Brandon Staley, this guy is cooked. I remember seeing him with that much gray hair before. Is he really under a lot of stress? He has a lot of gray hair. No calma with this man. No calma. I mean, yeah, I just Mike McCarthy's red zone touchdown percentage was kind of rigged, I believe, so the kicker can establish some confidence and continuity. So I think the Dallas Cowboys touchdown percentage could be much better. I think primarily it was rigged so the kicker starts to get comfortable, and it's just not the same when the kicker doesn't have as many field goal attempts, and because of his lack of inexperience could actually be a detriment. But the fact that he's getting lots of kicks early on in the season, this red zone percentage, I think it's low on purpose, and I think it's a blessing in disguise that the Cowboys kicker is setting himself in the National Football League. You got to throw the CD. That was my touchdown, the CD Lamb, but oh well.
Not wanting to risk anything to try to fit it in there, but this becomes big right here. Certainly for the Chargers. Prescott tonight 11 for 11 for one
Touchdown or check down. You don't want to play scared. That's kind of how Bruce Arians rolls.
Third down and 10.
153 yards last week against 49ers. 153 yards to those wide receivers. The Illuminati is Camacho 153 and 48. No, 63.
Incomplete.
Number 20 drops it. It was a scripted drop. Now the Cowboys kicked the field goal. It was number 20 that dropped the pass. So that was a scripted play. Calma.
This is one. Couldn't tell if there was enough contact on the route.
The batters played. This is going to be an NFC Super Bowl win.
In man coverage on him, I couldn't tell. He might have gotten his hands on him.
I think that play was scripted so they can get the 20 points. The Bengals is 39-2. 6 for 6, a 6 field goal from that range.
Is good.
Now remember, the kicker played at Notre Dame. Notre Dame is Gematria of 95. The 95-year anniversary of the Vatican being established, its independence from Italia. The center, Zach Martin, number 70, the 70th playoff game for the Cowboys. Now, the significance of Zach Martin is he's the longest tenured Dallas Cowboy. He played at Notre Dame. He's behind center. He's directing the calls, what kind of blocking coverages the Cowboys need. Well, Dak is bringing the coverages with wide receivers. Zach Martin is a very significant and very tremendous footballer for the Dallas Cowboys. The leader from Notre Dame. Leader of Dallas Cowboy offense, Zach Martin.
Depending on what the outcome of this game is.
Wonder what his kicking stats are at Notre Dame, Brandon Aubrey. I'm curious.
Over 2 minutes. They'll trail by 3.
So don't kid yourselves. Tony Pollard was scripted to drop that pass because they now have 20 points and number 20 dropped the pass. Normally you want to throw the CD Lamb, but they have the running back over there. It was a scripted play. 20-17, 37 points. Los Angeles is 37. His next passing attempt would be number 37. It's a 39-yard field goal. Arizona, the last Super Bowl, the Cowboys' last championship. The Bengals lost the Super Bowl the last time the NFC won it. And you know, if this playoff run begins against the Lions and the Cowboys enter Super Bowl 58 with 39 playoff wins, that's the significance of the 39 that you see in action.
There's a flag on the far side of the field. It's against Dallas. We're offside.
Same old Cowboys narrative, but San Diego Super Chokers, that's a pretty strong narrative.
You want first and 5 or second and 3?
Outside. Defense, number 11. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
He wants first and 5 as they get Micah Parsons for being offside.
Well, what you'll see is, with a lot of defenses, we'll see if they change it up. But on that last play, there's Parsons on the bottom got called, but defenses play a little slow.
They're tightening it up down here to the boundary. But there's a lot of throws underneath that you can move the chains. Herbert takes off and a slide 2 yards short of the first down. Tackled by Lawrence.
Yeah, this game will probably go to overtime. There's a good chance that it goes to overtime. But this is the Chargers we're talking about.
ESPN cameraman Kevin Edmondson passed away this week after a battle with cancer at the age of 60.
The Chargers have 18 first downs. The Las Vegas Camacho. So do they get another first down, or are they stuck at 18 if Micah Parsons gets a sack strip or something, or if a ball is tipped up and the Cowboys get an interception somewhere in the secondary? Shout out to Ron Bland for a big play on the 4th down, stepping in. Dak Prescott with 42 rushing yards. Dak Prescott 42. Cowboys go 4-2 is 42 rushing yards. Cowboys with 5.8 yards per play. It's the year of Super Bowl 58. The Cowboys have 59 total plays for the game. Tempe is Camacho 59. Dak's mom died due to colon cancer. Colon is Camacho 59. Steelers is 103. The Giants is 103. The ankle injury, 40 months from the Super Bowl. 10 years and 3 months after the death of Peggy Prescott, the Cowboys win the scripted Super Bowl. 59 offensive plays. It could stay at 59. 59 is very significant. What is also 59? Atlanta, Georgia, the site of the NFC of the last time a team won a 6 championship, is also gematria of 59. Tom Brady back in Super Bowl 53. Now, what's 53? The Dallas Cowboys 5-3 Super Bowl record. Sorry, 41ers. Las Vegas is not paying the money from the people coming from California every single week. You guys know exactly why. The public does not know better. They are not sharp and keen to their senses, sharp as a sly fox out there. And the Chargers have 59 total plays right now. 59. Are they going to be done at 63 plays? They get another first down or something, you know? 19 is Camacho of LA Rams. Both teams had 13 third downs. Dallas is 13. LA is 13. Dallas Cowboys with 28 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, just over 28 minutes. 28 years the Cowboys win the scripted Super Bowl.
Scott Van Pelt getting set for Sports Center. When this one is done, we will visit with one of the stars.
I'd say it is pretty tremendous for the Cowboys to win a game where they lose the turnover battle. So shout out. Shout out.
Breaking down the key plays, locker room access as well. 2 minutes to go. Back to you.
I do like the white helmets going against the traditional silver. I do like this white helmet that they got.
Down by 3. Yeah, if you look at Parsons there, they've been pretty quiet tonight. He's just been involved in 1 tackle, no sacks by the defense at all. They've handled him. No sacks in San Francisco. And here it is.
I called it. Micah Parsons, I called it. I said he get a sack. He got the sack. They will end the game with 18 first downs. Micah Parsons, of course.
But Parsons had to fight through 2 blockers because of the way he was bringing the pressure. But man, he just split those 2. It was all over Herbert. Now 3rd down and 10. First sack of the night. Herbert gets rid of it. He's picked.
And he's picked off.
By the
The Cowboys lock it in right there. The Cowboy defense, get it done.
And Gilmore's the one who got it.
Happy Gilmore, baby! Stephon Gilmore won the 6th championship with the Patriots, getting it done at SoFi.
Pressure they hadn't gotten home.
Go Gilmore, Stephon Gilmore.
When they needed a play,
Buffalo Bills, Stephon Gilmore. He got unfinished business. Send this guy to the Hall of Fame. He is a shutdown corner. No disrespect to Trayvon Diggs. He's a great cornerback. It would have been unfair to go up against Gilmore and Trayvon Diggs. It's got to be somewhat competitive. So you got to fake the injury, and Stephon Gilmore steps in and gets it done.
New England, those two make big plays to seal this game. I think this win says a lot for the Cowboys.
Now, Mike McCarthy's a great coach. Now, you're a pretty damn good coach and not just a yes man if you get consistent results every single year. And that's what Mike McCarthy does. It's not easy to make the playoffs every year. Like Kyle Shanahan, like I give him an excuse for 2020 because that was an odd year. That was a COVID year, you know. But the Cowboys don't miss the playoffs with Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy, except for a down year where Aaron Rodgers was getting sick and tired of Mike McCarthy or whatever, maybe because he's a diva. And also, like, if Mike McCarthy really was a detriment, then how come the Packers didn't win the Super Bowl when they got rid of Mike McCarthy? No one wants to ask that question. You know, they didn't. They sure as hell didn't make it back to the Super Bowl without Mike McCarthy. So I think the guy gets disrespected. And now, when's the last time the Cowboys made 3 straight playoffs? It was 1996. That's 27 years since the Cowboys made 3 consecutive postseasons. So say all you want about Mike McCarthy. This guy's you're pretty damn good if you can make the playoffs such consistently. Mike is Camacho 20. This guy's a special coach. I don't give a damn what anyone says. It's the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, they've had a lot of undiscipline over the years. It's just not something that you can change overnight. Like Mike McCarthy has to really change the culture, and he's changing the culture. I mean, this team is not under. Mike McCarthy knows how to prepare for football games, and this guy consistently wins 10 games. Now, 2020, that was a COVID year. That was a COVID year for Shanahan. That was a COVID year with the injury to Dak Prescott, shaping the roster to what Mike McCarthy wants to do. Prescott with 30 completions. Cowboys is 30, 21 passing completions. The Super Bowl's on a 21 day. The Cowboys' 21st postseason game since they last victory in the day of Super Bowl 58. Here you go. Shout out to my cousin Nicole, baby, New Jersey. This run begins in New Jersey. I'll make it back to you. I'm going to surprise you. Nikki. You're not going to expect me to make it to the doorway for Super Bowl 58. You're going to have a hell of a lot of fun on February 11th. Also, Zach James, comes to the channel, especially for the GOAT King LeBron Lakers coverage. I'll be making it back to New Jersey. I wonder if he knows.
Sounds good. Sounds like we're going to enjoy this week. Get healthier.
Obviously, it's a lot of games left. Cowboys get the bye week. They're undefeated at home. 10 straight home wins. The Steelers have to. Well, who's to say the Rams can beat the Steelers? Well, I mean, Rams could go 4-3, and Dallas Cowboys is 43. So Rams can probably beat the Steelers. I moved the week 7 picks because I want to do a little bit more research to see what stacks up for both sides, for the schedules, for both teams, the all-time results for both teams for every game. So a little bit more calm and Tuesday and Wednesday. I mean, I kind of put my preliminary presumptions out yesterday because everyone is out. Even when it's Sunday, people are like, oh, where's the week 5, week X pick? So But I think I need a little bit more complete analysis. But Los Angeles Rams is 52. Eagles won Super Bowl 52. So Dallas Cowboys going to definitely win at home because, I mean, you don't need numbers to predict it, but the numbers can verify that no upset's going to happen. 57 is a championship number. It's 5 wins in 7 games. Mike McCarthy's playoff record would be 5-2 with a win in the Super Bowl. That's Camacho Brock Purdy. So Brock Purdy equaling 52. What is 52? Dallas Cowboys playoff record after a win against Brock Purdy in the playoffs. Now, Mom, I don't flip-flop every week. And I don't flip-flop on my pick. It's just it's the NFL. Rigged results are bound to happen any given week, so to speak. But you can't have any knee-jerk reaction based off of one game. I mean, the Cowboys, they don't want to show the best plays against the Niners. There was no vanilla zone coverage tonight. And I think it's I don't know if you see under the community section under my YouTube channel, but pretty much it was a given the Cowboys going to win this game when 59% polled on the NFL's YouTube channel predicted the Chargers to win. So over half of the public on a pretty much even odds line was going with the Chargers over the Cowboys, only 41%. And the sample size is 207,000 votes. So, Vegas was going to win. The Chargers suck. I mean, Brandon Staley sucks. And, Mike McCarthy doesn't suck. People think he sucks, whatever, but he's pretty damn consistent. So that's all I have to say about Mike McCarthy. And my opinions are quite different from the pundits. They may or may not be better than the pundits, but I just can't watch that garbage anymore, like First Take, although I do like Shannon Sharp. But I got to ignore the media because media likes to manipulate the general public, and I got to go away from the bad actors out there that like to manipulate that. That would be the general media, whether if it's Fox or Undisputed, whatever, these people out there. But only the two notable teams to start 4-2, Super Bowl 42nd day would be Cowboys and the Ravens. But the Ravens are not going to make it this year. The Ravens going to make it next year because General Jackson going to win the war, the Battle of New Orleans, the War of 1812. The Ravens can make it to the Super Bowl 12 years later. They seem to have a nice, strong 12 pattern. I don't see this very often, but Super Bowl 35, Super Bowl 47, something about the 12 pattern that kind of fits the Ravens. I have no idea why. Patrick Mahomes is a 5 life path. He'll make it back to AFC title games, but the streak ends at 5 because he's a 23-5 life path. And before to a message to Cal, who was talking about the 3-3 in Monday Night Football. Didn't understand why Cal why 4-2 was significant. I mean, I thought I explained myself pretty well. That Dak Prescott is 42. The Super Bowl's on the 42nd day. It's decided the last NFC Super Bowl victory. So the 4-2 is a given. NFC is winning the Super Bowl this year. AFC may have all the strong quarterbacks, but the NFC is winning the Super Bowl. Because, Jim Nantz and Tony Romo were at Vegas in Week 6. Week 6. A 6th championship. The Dallas Cowboys. Well, yeah, that's how they manipulate games. I told you the game would be scripted. It doesn't matter if they got holding calls. I mean, pass interference was scripted for the Chargers because it was scripted for Dak Prescott to be the hero for the game to end with 20 points to 17 points for the Cowboys. For the Cowboys to end the game with 59 offensive plays because colon is Camacho 59. We talk about the colon cancer for Peggy Prescott. We talk about Tempe having Camacho 59. Atlanta, Georgia, the site of the last 6 Super Bowl title is Camacho 59. That's the 59 we be talking about right there. So it was a scripted penalty. The game was scripted. The numbers line up for the Cowboys. This is their script. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much I can put out a million videos on the Dallas Cowboys. It's not going to change the way the Cowboy haters think. It'll change the way they think. Instead, the public will say it will have to be rigged for the Dallas Cowboys to win, and they'll be claiming the NFL rigged. I'm sure my cousin texted me right now, so I got to go read. My cousin had a boyfriend who was a Cowboys fan. She was born and raised at New Jersey, but she worked for the Cowboys. Her husband is a towel like her. He's a Giants fan, and she's a Cowboy fan. Damn, I wonder what the hell that's like to watch games together.
We have a conversation before the game, Troy and I do with Jerry Jones, and as you well know, and Troy live, there's just nothing quite like the pressure cooker and the magnifying glass that is Dallas. I don't know if you can have a must-win game this early. There's too much runway to say that. But how would you frame, Joe, just how important this win was for this team, given the game it just had against San Francisco?
I think that's the bigger part. To have this measuring stick game, to kind of fall on their face, they lose 42-10. They go home, you got CeeDee Lamb questioning the.
That's why I'm going to text. Woohoo, what a win. 4-2 Super Bowl boys, second day, week 6 at SoFi. Last NFC Super Bowl win occurred there. Wink, wink. We'll see. It's good omen. Yeah, my theory was correct. You got the Jets. Everybody had the Niners. No one was gonna go with the Browns. But the most important thing is that you got the upset in the afternoon cap, and to me, that's what's been very important. Is that it's a national broadcast. Obviously the Lions are going to win because the 6-1 is lining up with their record. Detroit Lions is 6-1. Also, the Chiefs can improve to 6-1 after Chiefs going to win 6 straight games after losing to the Detroit Lions. So Lions beat the Ravens. Sorry AFTC. Sorry y'all picking the Ravens, but Detroit Lions is 6-1. I got to go with the Lions to beat the Ravens. I do like the Ravens for next year though. The Ravens with a new offensive coordinator, the second year with their new offensive coordinator, they'll just improve the continuity with what they want to do as an offense next year. So they'll kind of build off of what they did with Greg Roman, though. It's kind of what's happening there. Seahawks will win. Kind of curious about the Browns, though. Well, my picks are not final, though. I got to get the video in before Thursday, but feel really great about the Saints. Derek is 43, Jacksonville is 43. Both teams will be 4-3. So Thursday's gonna be Derek Carr. Remember, NFL hates the Raiders, so the Saints can be good. They're gonna be in the playoffs. So I gotta go with Carr the star. Jacksonville's great. I like him, but gotta go with the Saints at home. Short week, shit happens. Washington short week, they got fought, and then they won the next week. So that's just the NFL. I'm still deliberating on the Sunday night football game. Eagles look like the stronger numbers right now. But then again, if you're going to take Miami seriously, if they get blown up by the Bills and they get – if they lose to all the playoff teams, this is where the Las Vegas factor is going to come in, where they upset at Arrowhead. That's where Las Vegas comes in. If they lose to the Eagles and the Bills and the Chiefs – they can't be the playoff team. I can see the Eagles winning, and then no one's going to take Miami seriously. And then if they do if Tua do upset Patrick Mahomes, this Miami thing is wild. Tyreek Hill hits the Chiefs. These guys write their script for the season. They do. They're not making any Super Bowl now. They may make it to the next round and all that because it's the Miami Dolphins. That's Camacho Super Bowl 58, but they're not making it to Las Vegas. It's Cowboys. The team that hasn't won, that's the most heartbroken, is the Bills. They're going to manipulate the public emotionally on a whole another level that cannot be comprehended against the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. This is Sin City. This is satanic ritual. Cowboys 6 championship. All of America is in mourning. It's the most cynical election. Go LeBron James wins championship. Public going to be mad, going to be angry before the most cynical election ever because everyone hates Donald Trump and Joe Biden. I mean, no one wanted Biden to run, and people hate Trump. And people are just like, really? You could pick much better candidates than these two. But the elite want to beat down the public. We want to beat down the public. So I think they're going to really reflect that the escape that people want from Donald Trump and Joe Biden when they have GOAT LeBron James and the Cowboys win. They're really going to crush the soul and the spirit of the public. Something satanic's going to be happening for the election. I think the cynicism of the election coming up is the outcomes of the sports games can reflect the cynicism. But then, if the Astros are not winning, then I think that's great. Maybe this is some little bit of social control right now. But as far as the Texas Rangers, it's Arlington. The Cowboys play at Arlington. All three Florida teams lost championships. So the Miami Heat lost championship. It was the Florida Gators that lost in baseball. And I think it was like the Florida Panthers or something in the Stanley Cup. So they'll do a repeat there. It's going to be a repeat with the Texas teams. Well, the Astros are from Texas, but the Arlington team. So the Rangers and then the Dallas Cowboys. So I don't get any bigger than that than Texas. And that's what's about to go down right there. I'm going to spend tomorrow afternoon deliberating the selections for next week. But I think what I said before the last drive was spot on, and it was a scripted play, Micah Parsons with the sack, and then, the interception. So do a breakdown. There's no doubt Cowboys are winning the 6th championship. So we're going to have some great odds right now. They're 15-1 or whatever. And mind you, it's not going to change because, it's the Chargers and the Cowboys suck. And then the Dallas Cowboys are going to have a bye. So their odds will not change at all. Surely, but then they'll beat the Rams and they'll probably lose to the Eagles. Be 5-3 like their Super Bowl record. So I will predict the Eagles win the first matchup. But if the Cowboys to play on the road like that, to go to Detroit and San Francisco, you didn't win at Philadelphia. You have to go against the Eagle fans. You have to go against the Eagle Nation. It doesn't matter if the Cowboys win 41-0 in December against the Eagles, what have you. The Cowboy haters, the public, they can be like, how'd you do in Philadelphia? How'd you do in Philadelphia? Yeah, that's my theory. That's my theory right there.
And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20. Go to dealdash.com and see how much you can save.
When we started our business, we were paying like.
Okay, they went down to 12-1. Okay.
I think it was just like 1 or 2 clicks. Everything was up and running.
Still better than all the whole lot of them. Still better if it's 10-1 or whatever. That's truly a steal compared to what you get with the 41ers in the Kansas City Queeps. But they won't let the Queeps win the Super Bowl. Hey, Josh! Your little Dolphins go forward, too. It was actually scripted for Tua equaling 42. The Dolphins scored 42 points on the Panthers. Just your comment was pretty ironic. I was laughing because you say Dolphins can be 4-2, but they scored 42 points instead. That's funny, man. That's funny. I'm going with the Panthers to beat the Texans, though. So Panthers should be able to beat the Texans. They'll get the first win against Houston. A bye week, a young quarterback going through a bye week is always a bad thing. So I think the game's at Carolina, too. So I'll go with Carolina to defeat the Texans. So I will give you that. But stop coming there saying the Panthers going to win every week. Many people will take what you have to take seriously if you just go away from that. Because, I keep on winning. I keep on betting against the Cardinals every week with the exception of Dallas. Ironic. The only one they play the Cowboys. What the fuck is up with that?
So coming into the week, playing with a chip on our shoulder, continue to get better. Granted, we didn't play our best game. We got a lot of things to clean up, but for us to come out with the belt, one to the bye, it's probably definitely important.
So many of the sound bites coming out of the San Francisco CD were we got punched in the mouth, right? You got bullied by a really good team. Dak used to work with Lisa Salters tonight, resilient. How much resilience do you feel that your team demonstrated and put on tape tonight in winning a game on the road, even though it felt like a home game?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Resilience is within this team. If you look at this game, the game wasn't clean. We didn't come out the way we wanted.
Okay.
We had a very slow start. We hopped out on top of them. real quick. But as far as getting everything done,
10-1 following a loss since the start of 2021. That's what I'm talking about, Mike McCarthy.
Patience is a word that I think
They don't go in bad streaks, whatever. They know how to respond after a loss, and that is a direct credit to Mike McCarthy. The red zone offense is going to get better because Brennan Aubrey is a big-time kicker. There's no need to give him as much experience with the kicks. So Cowboys clearly wanted the kick. I mean, when you're 4-2, you want the kicker to kick a lot of field goals. It kind of fits the script because Dak sucks. He can't do this. He can't kick in. Score the big points. But it was kind of set up on purpose. So this converted soccer kicker gets all the experience that he needs. I could have never seen the Rangers going up 2-0 against the Astros, but here we are. Rangers are in the World Series. That is great. I think my D-backs lost. They'll probably win the next game, but I like Max Scherzer at Arizona. I'll ride. Rangers gonna win the World Series, but I'm gonna ride with the D-backs, baby. But don't tell me nothing if they're in the World Series. Okay, they're gonna lose against the Rangers. But yeah, so 3-5 is respectable. The series should be tied. Game 2. Hopefully, no BS.
It magnifies everything. If it's good, it makes it great. If it's bad, it makes it lousy. Your quarterback, where's the bullseye, right? I mean, a lot comes with that. For him tonight, and I know for your team it wasn't clean, but you leave here victorious and Dak made a bunch of big plays. I feel good for a guy just is like, man, thank goodness for him we ended this by, and he can sort of put some of that nonsense.
Well, off the easy, remember when all the Tampa teams made the championship round in 2020? Remember when the Florida Panthers lost the Stanley Cup, when the Florida Gators lost the college World Series final against LSU, when the Miami Heat lost the final? So these kind of things do happen. You know, when the Lakers won the championship, when the Dodgers won the championship. So, you know, if it's not the Texas Longhorns in college football, then we've got the Rangers right here. In the year of the rapid number 4 position, Chinese Zodiac, Bruce Bochy can win the World Series. And Mad Max actually is going to play. But the Rangers didn't need Mad Max to play. It is over once Max Scherzer comes back. He wins another ring. Another ring from Mad Max. Well, that game will probably be under 3.5 points because Sean Deitch likes to park the bus with 11 guys. These guys are pretty dirty and they're pretty stingy group. But I like under 3 goals, I think, is the value for Liverpool and Everton. But Liverpool should be able to win. Okay, new comment just came in. Fade the public 100%. Sit back, enjoy the show. Aeneas Unbold says, you didn't lie. I didn't know the NFL still did polls on regular season games. I guess they only did that in the postseason, but good thing to look out for because a good sample size of who the public thinks is going to really tell us likely what the likely scenario is. Obviously, people would not ever bet again if Vegas won every game. There will be some games where the public wins, but which ones will the public win on? Which ones will the public lose? That's a whole other question to decide for and break down.
Both sides of the ball were overcome the other team, maybe themselves a little bit, and make plays with the matter.
Definitely, I think this is part of the definition of a complementary football team. The offense picks up for the defense picks up for for the offense and special teams all the way around.
It is just magic. Quite a bit of backups won last year too. So Anthony Richardson is out for the year. This may be it for Gardner Minshew. Go ride with the Brownies next week. I'm probably going to lean on the Browns over the Colts. They got beat pretty good. I mean, maybe there'll be some other games where it's going to be kind of split, which way it's going to go. But then again, if the Rams lose against the Steelers, they can go 3-5, losing the Prescott because Prescott's 35 and Stafford's 35. So no guarantee that the Rams will be 4-3 before the Dallas Cowboys. So again, with some of these other games that seem like they can go either way, this requires more of a breakdown. AFC, NFC records, and the fact that the Steelers, are if the Steelers win, then these divisional matchups can be pretty interesting. To end the year, so we'll see about that. AFC North is a division I'm closely looking at right now.
22. We're at the bye. It's been a little bit. It's been a roller coaster ride as far as how we've performed and our productivity in 6 weeks. So we get a chance to reset, reboot. Hopefully, come out of the game relatively healthy and get back at it for the Rams. But continuity and consistency is at the forefront of everything we've been focused on, and not to be negative now after a win, but the pre-snap penalties it's a reoccurring issue on the road. 4 road games that they've all been a problem. So we have to get better there. We have to resolve that because it's holding us back. And competitive penalties you got to work through and coach through and teach through and keep working.
Often the narrowest of margins in this National Football League. Brandon Staley and the Chargers continue to be on the wrong end of it. They are once again. His thoughts after 3-point balls.
Well, we got to take a hard look at what we're doing, but it takes all 11 people. It's not just on one unit. It's not just the O-line. It's the tight ends, the backs, the wideouts, and the quarterback.
Ironic what that clown has to say. Chargers go for 2-4. It's 6 games and 2 wins for the Chargers when you look at it that way. Patrick Mahomes has come out to 62. So, I mean, this team are not even division rivals to the Chiefs. Their only competition is who's going to compete for the number 1 seed. I mean, I got some clowns out there, Chiefs can lose, Chargers keep the NFC West competitive, but the Chiefs' rivals are the Bills, the Bengals, the Ravens. Even though they've never played, except for the regular season, just 4-2, just kind of right behind of the battle for the number 1 seed. But yeah, Mike McCarthy's gonna win. Well, that Jets game is going to be interesting. The Chargers Jets Monday Night Football. I wonder if that's when he's going to be fired or something. Chargers fell to 2-3. That's Camacho, Las Vegas. That's Dak Prescott's touchdowns. 23 last year. Troy Aikman had 23 postseason touchdowns. Staubach had 2 rings and Aikman 3 rings. When you look at 2-3 from that aspect, well, what's up is that this is going to be one of the most dramatic Januaries ever in recent history of the NFL because it'll be complete chaos when the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl because the country hates the Cowboys. And Las Vegas is hosting the Super Bowl, and Las Vegas is going to manipulate the public and their emotions. But Cowboys probably go on another cycle after this, most likely, without winning. And the Dallas Cowboys are, well, I have 85 to 90 videos dating back to 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago. Well, more like 6.5. But this would be unprecedented in the history of Gematria, sports Gematria, if we can predict the team to win the Super Bowl 7 years in advance. That is the whole point. Well, they don't rate the games in advance. This is a grand opportunity right here to where we can say, hey, they in fact do. And when the Cowboys do, then this is bad news for RFG, who was trolling my channel. His pretty childish comments a few years, 5 years ago. I'm not going to be on YouTube anymore, so I don't get to change and flip the script. But that's just playing victim and making excuses for why you didn't get it right. It's just, they flipped the script on me. Or maybe that's something that a narcissist says. The chosen one, right? The chosen one. Jordan wanted to be friends with me, whatever, Jordan Wilkinson, and he was leaving the messenger comments, whatever. And I felt sympathy to him because some racist tribes were thrown his way by Zach Hubbard. He called him a monkey, and that is just totally uncool and uncalled for. And so the whole beef between RFG and after the fact, Zach the Hack. So basically 2017, RFG was picking Cavs and Zach Hubbard was not making a pick till the Warriors went up 2-0. And then Zach was acting like he was right when the Warriors were up 2-0. He acted like he picked the Warriors from the start. And then RFG had the Cavs. And then Zach was acting like he was right and RFG had the wrong pick or whatever. And so that's kind of the story, how it goes between RFG and Zach as far as bad beef goes between the two in the Patreon Fight Network and all these little toxic battles that they have back and forth between each other. So that's what happened with that. That's kind of where the whole racist tribe came into play. And that explains the beef between those two. And that kind of explains where I had some sympathy for Jordan. But I never ever leave comments on his channel, but he came back here saying he'll delete the channel. Oh, he only called the World Cup, whatever. And which is ironic because he's a troll. He turned into the toxic trolls. He's the same guy. I have the screenshot, by the way. He left a comment on my channel saying Bengals going to win the AFC Championship game. So, mind you, he lives in Las Vegas. He may be a troll. He may be insane, or maybe actually he works for the bookies, and they give this guy money, and this guy spreads the BS to help out the books because he does live in Vegas. So, part of the cabal, especially when you live in Vegas, these are all red flags. And most likely, I trust my intuition, and that probably is the case. Or if he really is a petty narcissist, then Gary Greenberg was right. I mean, they didn't flip the script. You just didn't read it right. I remember these words from Gary because that's how you learn. And even though Gary was mad at Camacho people, like he was saying some truth there. I mean, they didn't flip it. You just didn't read it. You're blind. And Gary was right. That's how you got to stop playing the victim. You just got to see, hey, why didn't I read it right instead of they flip the script, they're trying to flip it on us. Like, these people don't give a fuck about that because sports are used as social control of the masses anyways, like the bread and circus games back in Rome. So they could really care less if people think that sports are scripted because it really is part of the distraction from what's happening in the government. For example, $3 billion were spent on new furniture during COVID, like these kind of things that could cause riots or whatever, if everyone was all angry at what the government was doing, all that. So that's kind of how sports are used for social control, but I enjoy the entertainment from it. I enjoy the entertainment that comes from knowing that the games are scripted, and I'm going to continue to do it because they still make it fun to watch sometimes, even though when it's scripted. See Dak Prescott drive back to lead the field goal. I mean, game wasn't blow. Whatever, it was an entertaining game. Games are manipulated, but they make them look exciting for the public. Well, I think that's why Stephen A. Smith is wrong a lot because he won't sway who the public is going with. Well, I mean, it was an entertaining game because it had same old Cowboys vibes with like the muffed punt or whatever. Like, that's a game that in the past the Cowboys would lose. If they muff a punt like this, like Tony Romo's going to choke, whatever, or the same old Dak would show up. But I think that the holding call was brilliant because people are going to blame the referees. They're not going to give credit to the Cowboys. They're just going to point to the holding call that the NFL rigged the game for the Cowboys. So this game does nothing to shape public opinion because people will say the referees won this game. But yeah, I agree with you. They did try to keep the Chargers in it. Like, the muffed point was rigged, because in a way, with how the Dallas Cowboy defense plays, they're going to tell you that like it's real that the Cowboy defense keeps on showing up, which the Cowboy defense is legit. But we all know that the Cowboys are manipulating their offense because I'll tell you, the biggest concern I had was the kicking position. How is this Aubrey guy going to be? But then when I saw that he's from Notre Dame and Super Bowl's on the day that the Vatican established its independence, then in the fact that I had to remember that I'm a Notre Dame fan, so I know Zach Martin because I watched him play a while back, my childhood, all that. So I know Zach Martin very well. So it kind of helps to know that he went to Notre Dame. And in the Notre Dame is significant because it's Notre Dame. That's 95. It's 95 years from the day that the Vatican was established. So, I mean, Zach Martin is significant because he's the longest tenured Dallas Cowboy. So he's a very important guy on the Cowboy offense. And, Gilmore came in and, Deron Bland, big play on fourth down, second-year player, magical storyline there. Aubrey's a magical storyline. But, I mean, that's why it doesn't matter if the Cowboys win 15 or 16 games, whatever. Or if they win 15 games, it doesn't matter. Because regular season means little when people are going to point at the Cowboys playoff record. But then again, the Cowboys have lost 7 straight divisional round games. This is how the Niners are a lock to lose. Dak is Comanche of 16-7. Dallas lost 7 straight divisional round games. Every game was rigged. The Giants, Eli Manning was going to win the very next year after Peyton Manning won his first Super Bowl. It was the giant upset. New York against Boston. New York, Boston rivalry. David versus Goliath. Eli, God, biblical. The divisional round game against the Rams. They had to make it to the Super Bowl before they moved to SoFi. So that game was rigged against the Cowboys because the agenda was to put the Rams into the Super Bowl before they moved into SoFi. The divisional round game against the Packers. Well, Cowboys got the red pass interference. Who really cares if Des Bryant technically caught the ball? Everyone was mad at us for the Cowboys winning last week because we wanted the Ice Bowl number 2 between the Cowboys and the Packers, the Ice Bowl number 2. So we gave it to the Packers. Divisional round game against the 49ers. Brock Purdy is from Queen Creek, Arizona. He's got to play in the conference championship game for the chance to make it to Arizona. It's going to set up the scripted the third time's the charm in the playoffs for the Cowboys against the 49ers. The loser 49ers tucking up that bullshit. Like, why is this team in their heads if they a bunch of scrubs who keep on beating them? It's just an ordinary team, right? No different than the Cardinals are beating the Rams in the regular season, what have you. But no, this Dallas Cowboy lives rent-free in the 49ers' head. The whole fuck Dallas shirt during the game, he be saying fuck Dallas when he says fuck. Fuck. And when big mouth Debo Samuel the crybaby won, the refs and the Eagles are not about a team behalf. And you say, you don't want a second matchup, it's going to be a bigger deficit. He's brainwashing and programming the public. He's programming the public to think it's going to be a bigger blowout than this mass blowout. Dallas is easy for us, but not that easy for the brainwashed public. How many people know Gematria? That's right, less than 5%. We are a very small percentage. Everyone's gonna think you're cuckoo. You think Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Well, after the fact, Zach the Hack and everyone was cuckoo. Super Bowl 56. Yeah, they were a bunch of cuckoos. The Dallas Cowboys are the most popular team in football. Too much money. My God, it had nothing to do with that. Like, the Rams were hosting the Super Bowl. It was still COVID and social distancing. They didn't flip the script because there's too much money. This is how the Patreon Fraud Network are shields. They don't want to admit what they got right, what they got wrong, man. The brainwash people. Brainwash. And brainwash. They brainwash. They were brainwashed. 49ers luck to make it Super Bowl. Very next week, they lost. And the Eagles lost. Harry's the biggest troll in the network. Gotta shut him up tonight because I'm the troll Terminator. You're the troll. Hey, troll boy, how you doing? Troll. I think he's the 49er. He's the 41er. He's the troll. People are gonna cry that it's rigged that the Cowboys win. This part of the square. Oh, Cowboys! I can only win with the refs. This is why they're called the 41ers. They were whining and crying about the refs. They had a chance to win on the field goal, right? Kyle Shanahan should have had 3 straight running plays, but 3 straight passes in the scrub backup quarterback's hands. They gave the ball back. Think about it. It's 3 minutes left. You run the ball, you end the game. Yeah, so the game was manipulated, but 49ers are losers. And it's not even the playoffs yet. And they're in crybaby mode. They're in peak crybaby 41er mode. It is only week 6. It's only week 6, and the Warriors are imploding like they lost in the playoffs. This team, the Cowboys, rent-free in the head. Rent-free in the head, the Dallas Cowboys. And they lose the next week. Dallas Cowboys have won the mind games. It was just another week of business for the Dallas Cowboys in the whiners. The Cowboys living rent-free because they little boys. It's an inferiority complex to the team with 6 Super Bowls, with America's team, the inferiority, the Dallas Cowboys. You think the Dallas Cowboys are surely inferiority complex, but they're acting like they're the bigger club, the Dallas Cowboys. These guys are acting like they're such a small club, which they are. Small club, full of losers. Maybe the East Coast owns them. The NFC East owns Lockport. That's what about to go down at the end of this round. The Cowboys, Eagles, the Hurts. The Eagles make it back. The Cowboys, it's the moment. This is the equivalent of the Harbaugh Carroll Seahawks Niners matchup 2014. It's about to be war right here in conference title week. The day that the Cowboys were founded, January the 28th, the day of the NFC Championship Day. Everyone will be an Eagle fan. If the Dolphins beat the Bills, everyone's going to say, hey, Dolphins. Or I think it'll be even action between the Bills being chokers or ride with Tua and the Dolphins. Yeah, we won on the Texans. We told them the Astros are going to lose. It's got to be a rivalry between the Rangers and the Astros. The Astros will brag about 2 World Series championships. These guys suck. 2 and 3 in the World Series. That's a little brother team. Nothing can match 4 championships in 5 years. CWE is not here tonight. You will love that comment, but no, it's about a swift exit. Taylor Swift is the Illuminati death ritual. That's what she is. She's an Illuminati death ritual. Just watch. Travis Kelce got hurt right after he was with Taylor, too. It's Illuminati ritual. It's a psyop. The division rival factor is a very strong one. We know the Astros were not making it back. We know the Rangers were going to make it to the World Series rather than the Houston Astros. Well, I had the Rangers in 6 games, but I'd say the probability of I don't think Max has pitched yet. Well, you see, Jordan Montgomery is a former Yankee pitcher. He went to the Cardinals, and he's the Yankees' loss. He's Brian Cashman's loss. Who's going to hire the woman general manager that got fired by the Marlins? Or she left because she didn't get a promotion, even though she's a very qualified woman. Because she led the Marlins to their first playoff berth in 20 years. She constructed that team. Who's going to hire her?
Hey, got the bye week coming. Okay, everybody knows the schedule. Take care of your business tomorrow, please. Travel safe. I will see you in there tomorrow in the meetings. Okay, enjoy the bye. You deserved it. 4 in a row. We'll get more until we get back. Okay. Last thing I got for you: ordinary people with extraordinary beliefs do extraordinary things. Keep believing. Keep doing this thing.
Hey, we're winning. That's how we make our mind up. That's it. Hey, we dare to be great tonight. Wasn't perfect, but we can always get better. Hey, Cowboys on 3. 1, 2, 3, Cowboys!
The Astros suck. You're not America's team. The Dallas Cowboys are America's team. They know how to win 5, 6 championships. Not your nose at Houston Astro. Who's the delusional Astro fan saying they're America's team? My God, delusional. Hey, the 9/11 factor is NFL debut on 9/11. It's 9 touchdowns, 11 touchdown offense through 6 games, 11 touchdowns, Super Bowl on the 11th day. He's got the kick. The Cowboys have more points per drive.
Texas, I guess, tonight to the American League Championship Series. Rangers still haven't lost this postseason, looking to take a 2-0 series lead. They have been road warriors in Tampa, in Baltimore, and in Houston. They lead 4-1.
This series is going to end in 5 games. It is going to end at Arlington. This series is over.
Postseason homer. Robert Valdez gets roughed up. 4 earned, 2 2/3. Rangers up 5-1.
They didn't show the bases loaded in the first inning. They didn't show that.
Nathan Eovaldi gets a visit at the mound. Yonder Diaz.
Rangers have won. Rangers are winning the championship.
This is a dangerous man. He could give the home team the lead with 1 swing.
I will be interested to see when the Rangers win the World Series. It's Texas has 15. The Yankees win the World Series 15 years later. Judge the 15-6 light path.
Slow throw to first from Josh Young, but he gets his guy, and Eovaldi wiggles out of a bases loaded.
Oh, Harry the Troll. A troll. Where's Argentina? Where's the Super Bowl exact? Troll. H for Houston. Harry is H. Astros in the den. They got to send you back to the den, Troll. Back down. Where you go? Man City win the league. AC Milan winning the Scudetto. Man City win the Champions League last year. We nailed Man City Inter last year, didn't we? Yes, we did. We nailed the teams over the Eagles. We nailed them. Harry the Troll. He's gone. He's an agenda. He has an agenda. You have an agenda. You don't know how to give credit. This I know you're a troll.
That is really what playoff baseball is all about. They're just the 3rd ball club in Major League.
Come up, make some vids. Come up.
Single postseason, 2005 White Sox, 96 Yankees.
That's the script. I've been calling this for 7 years now. We're getting near the 7 years. It's now we be going, Rick. I know when Joe Burrows win the championship with legal betting, he's never ever going to win that New Orleans. They will never ever make it as obvious.
He's here with us for the beats.
They will not make Joe Burrow's championship look obvious because of legal betting. He won't win back that New Orleans, and to me, that's going to be a psyop. But he has a lot of relation to Joe Montana, so that's where I get. He made the Super Bowl at California. I'm just saying, he's at the Bay Area at Super Bowl 60. Bengals is 60. I do like Burrow to win the big one. Montana was pick number 82, I think, at the time that he signed the extension. He had 82 touchdowns. I have to go back and rewatch the video, to be quite honest. The Astros are done!
More than an insurance company?
Oh, yeah, they're one of America's largest financial.
George Bush is the 43rd president. Dallas Cowboys 43. Las Vegas, Nevada 43.
Nationwide, there to protect.
Texas is 15. Yankees win World Series 15 years later. Eric Great Judge Geno's at 15. 6 life back numerology. Yeah, we're going to compete the trifecta. The Cowboys, the Lakers, and the Yankees. And then the most cynical election in the history of the world. The loser Donald Trump and the demented bum Joe Biden.
Leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Fries or rings or fries and rings, BK combo, so many things. Ice from frozen drinks, your way for
Bruce Bochy is 68 years of age. Championship is 68. Be his 57th playoff win. The Diamondbacks is 57. World Series is 57. Bryce Harper 119. I think that's a Camacho trap, to be honest. He's a 21-3 light path. That's actually good for the Super Bowl. But then again, the Phillies could win the World Series in their 21st playoff series. That's my theory with the Rangers. With the Phillies. Their 21st playoff series win with 21-3 to win the title. So Phillies are going to win a championship. Don't get me wrong. Phillies will win a championship. But I think it won't happen this soon. It's a 13-year contract. The story has not been it has not been final yet for the Phillies. It's a 13-year contract. Let the time come, 2026, 2027 is the range. I think the Phillies get it done around that time, to be quite honest. Yep. But Harper is due for a championship, but I just don't think it's going to be this soon. The grind, the adversity, it's looking good for the Phillies to win the championship with Bryce Harper at some point. I just don't think this year's going to be the year.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you.
I haven't gone to the feeds yet. What is the public reaction from the game?
Or using an insulin pump. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Kelsey, intercepted. What a turnaround. He's going to roll to the end zone. The 0-0. A significant play to some. No antics of any kind except speed, and there we go with the antics. Ball pops up in the air. Oh my goodness.
There are some folks who are celebrating and others who are saying you've got to be kidding.
I'm just going to go with 5 wins in 8 games for the Cowboys. It's Super Bowl 58. 5 wins in 8 games. Got to go with the Eagles to beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys to beat the Rams. An easy call. Micah Parsons with a big game. The 11th straight. Home win for the Cowboys. Wonder what the point differential is for the Cowboys. I forgot what their point differential is right now. It's going to be significant after 6 games what their point differential is.
All right. This is mayhem. Yeah. Mayhem.
Well, the Dallas Cowboys point differential is 54. Well, that's Camacho Vegas. After 6 games, the point differential is 54. Plus 54 for the Cowboys after 6 games. Dak Prescott playoff record 3-2 entering the Super Bowl. It's going to be a very dramatic postseason. We got it. It's over. We faded everyone last year. We nailed January. It's over. The Las Vegas factor is going to be very real, especially when Vegas hosting the Super Bowl. It's here. Cowboys are on their way to victory. Dak Prescott, the real deal. And these guys did not try to tackle Dak Prescott. He was made to look like Roger Staubach, keeping it alive with his feet. Tony Romo does a good job with his feet, too, I can say. They didn't want to try to tackle Dak Prescott tonight. Dak had a lot of pocket extension with his feet, keeping plays alive. He don't run with the ball like a Lamar. You're not one of these black quarterbacks out there. But he plays like a pocket passer. Aaron Rodgers goes with his feet extending plays and still making plays in the pocket. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott! They made him look great tonight. They did, didn't they? He was the last quarterback to beat Tom Brady. The Illuminati speaks. The Illuminati speaks in quite subliminal ways. Jason, Peggy Prescott, the ritual is going to be complete. It's going to be a good moment for Dak, but it's going to be the moment where everyone's all mad and bitter and hating the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. Las Vegas back. The year Vegas hosting the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. Vegas out for murder. They murdered the public this week. They murdered them on Sunday night. They murdered them with the Cowboys. They murdered them with the Niners and the 49ers in week 6 of this NFL season. That's the result they're about to repeat this January and February. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Good stealing Christmas this year with the Dallas Cowboys. You're in the mood of the season. The Dallas Cowboys lose. Happy New Year. Las Vegas says. This is Las Vegas say. Las Vegas say. Las Vegas say the dynasty. Vegas. Boom, boom, kaboom, Las Vegas. The Illuminati is subliminal. Rangers won the World Series. They played Arlington. What's coming up? Oh, it's coming. It's coming. You know, going to go 6 games to the Rangers to win the World Series. Wonder what the World Series schedule is. They got to kind of know what the World Series schedule is going to be, surely. They have released a schedule. November the 3rd, Game 6, the same day that Peggy Prescott passed away. If Peggy died on November the 3rd, Game 6 is on November the 3rd. Two-3-2 format. Game 6, Game 7, Arlington. They got Game 6. Let's see what that is. I can predict the exact for the World Series, I believe, based on that presumption. Since the Longhorns are out of the college football playoff, we're left with the Texas Rangers. That would be 3 months and 8 days, 3 months and 9 days, and they included Arizona's 39, 3 months and 8 days. Louisiana, the Eagles made it after they beat the Cowboys in the 1980 NFC Championship game. 3 months and 8 days. Raiders is Camacho at 38. 101 days, and they included Philadelphia 101, NFC last Super Bowl representative. He probably should retire after this year, I'm just saying. That'd be the smart choice for Dusty. The Cowboys with 54-point differential. 154 points for the year. The Antichrist is Camacho 154. You know 6 is very occultic to the cabal out there. The Antichrist 54, 154 points for the year. This is going to be a satanic ritual. Dak Prescott's last playoff win over Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not going to ignore that. That is a very significant event. Why was it the Cowboys instead of a different team that beat Tom Brady? Why was it the Cowboys instead of Tom Brady? That's the question. They sucked Tom Brady's dick so much, they got to have the team that beats Tom Brady win the Super Bowl the very next year. The very next year. Prescott plays like a pocket passer. They're not going to have a running quarterback beat Tom Brady. Prescott plays like a white quarterback. He played like a white quarterback. NFL's rigged wrestling. It don't matter. Cowboys can win because that's who they want. They could easily lost the game today. But they didn't lose that game. They didn't lose. They didn't lose that game, did they? I wonder what win against the AFC that is from Mike McCarthy. That's got to be significant, too. Look up there. Look up there. A jerk attack coming, they done this Cowboy. Cooked up Michael Irvin on the set. January 29. The lively entertainment we beat the magic right now, right? These guys got to be inspired by the Dallas Cowboy. The news of choking Colorado. What's been going on with you lot out there? Yeah, so far it's 10 grand on Dallas Buffalo. Yep, that was only before the year. I don't know what sportsbook I use. I use a really good one. I'll leave that at that. You have to guess which one it is. And when the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl, the GOAT King of Barn hate odds will be right here in drones. Same people that hate the Cowboys hate GOAT King LeBron James. It's a done deal. The people be coming. They be mad about the Cowboys and they Super Bowl. They be saying we have redemption with the Celtics against King of LeBron James. LeBron James. The summer is the icing on their cake. They warn whether they saute, they burn his bitch. Say the eagle kingdom, LeBron James. Yep, no, go King LeBron James, whose soul was crushed the May 22nd, who cried down at the abyss. This over for King of LeBron James, who don't want to come back with the magical mind bestow mentality for the championship. To embrace the stopper, to embrace the grind, to get back at it again after defeat the sweeter, the victory. Like Mama say, feel inspired by Kobe Bryant. Feel inspired by the sweeping the hater, saying he retire, he died. Did anyone really expect King of LeBron James to retire after this year? The magical marble style champion. Nothing can stop the liquor. Nothing can stop the liquor. They were 26-40. Kingo the Bunting. He went down against the Maverick February the 26th. Oh, my Lord. He already has the Mama Canada. This guy will suffer through an entire postseason. He was never allowed to come back. The season was over. King of the Prime will not be back for the playoff run. And they made it to the conference final. God, and pray, agonizing, and oh my God. You have to see the specialist that Germany had. He died, and he died, and he never, ever again. I got to pinpoint February 26th, the amount of time from that day, from the Bunting hosting the championship trophy above the kings of the NBA, the LA Liquor, the Celtics, the Losers, behind the Liquor. Jockey the Bunting, the worst enemy ever, and the Yankees win the World Series after LeBron make the Celtics suffer. Beantown, Kobe Big Brother. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for the season. You about to get the crowd going again. You're about to get going with the kids. Who's excited for the season? Who's excited for the Liquor? Who's excited for the season? Are we about to get going with that shit? Here we go. You look out for the win total for the Gold King of Bar and Elixir before and after Super Bowl 58. Los Angeles Lakers 58. They're King at the Bunting. They all abandoned. They all gone. They gone in the abyss. That's a good thing, because ain't nobody, very, very few people got their man mentality managing in their brains. And that's how it's supposed to be. The man mentality's a raw breed. Not anyone can be keen about it. Not anyone can be Kobe Big Bryant. Never, your soul was crushed May 22nd. He didn't feel that way, man. It took a good couple of years. This was awful. It was awful. It really was awful. It really was awful. The 2-10 to the championship. Oh, mama, no. Oh, if it didn't happen, it was never supposed to happen anyways. So move on. It's never supposed to happen if it did not happen. Remember, we got it next day. We the champs. That's correct. It didn't happen this year. We the champion next year. Here they fought good. Yeah, many people have been abandoned. Yep, they have truly abandoned. But I don't care about that. There's a moment out there. It's a rare breed. It's a rare breed. It's a rare breed out there. Not anyone is cut out to be the man with the big goat, LeBron James. The season of race been dedicated to Bronny James. Goat LeBron saved Bronny in the Space Jam film. Yeah, dedicate the season to Bronny James. Father's Day's on January the 16th. He about to win the championship some 7 days later in Game 7 on the 23rd day. Hey, Ruben the Troll here. The loser, Ruben. The loser. He would have been here after a loss, but he's saying the Cowboys didn't win that big. I never said what was going to happen with the margin of victory. I said the Dallas Cowboys were going to win the game. Loser Troll. Good night. Good night, Troll Exterminator. Good night. Loser. Raiders suck. This team sucks. They're not going to win anything on Mark Davis. You think they win the Super Bowl? I know the Raiders suck. I know they need a new owner. I know Mark Davis needed a guy. And they need a very successful man to lead that team to the right promised land. Because this is one of the worst 3-3 teams out there. They cannot score at least 20 points a game. They play the garbage ass Broncos. They lost the fuck ass Chargers. They beat the garbage ass Packers. They suck. It's only the Broncos. Packers are garbage. The Mafia rigged the game with the Packers, but Packers are rigged garbage. And let's see the other win. Well, the Bears are complete crap. This team had 4-3 to beat the Lions or the Jets. Oh my god! No way. The Raiders suck, man. Just to think that they get rid of so-called garbage for freaking Jimmy Glass Garoppolo. What a joke. His win over the Packers was rigged and scripted because he's Italian and this is Columbus Day. So yeah, what a fugazi. What a fugazi that was. A Patriots team tanking with Mac Jones. What a fugazi. This team making the playoffs? Hell no. There are probably some delusional bucks out there who think they're making the playoffs. Delusional. But hey, they get the Giants, they get the Bears, 2 of the next 4 games. Probably looking at 2-2 in those games. But November's here, the Dolphins, the Chiefs, Vikings, Chargers. Hopefully they beat the Vikings in the Super Bowl 11 reenactment ever since the death of John Madden. But yep, this team sucks. Mark Davis is a bum. He can't even get a proper haircut. A guy who can't get a proper haircut can win the Super Bowl. He may be good at business and making the Raiders franchise a lot of money, all that. But as far as building a winning team, all that, it's pretty bad. McDaniels is just not that guy. Raiders suck. Amen. This team sucks. Cardinals have a better future than the Raiders. At least Cardinals are my number 1 team. The Raiders number 2, they are representing bad. They suck. Mark Davis is a bum. This team is bad at business. They don't know how to tank for Caleb. I can believe the Giants taking for Caleb Williams. Well, the fake news out there that Belichick's going to go to the Giants now. But then again, if Belichick flips his play card, his tablet like that, he may be pretty pissed off. He may be. But then again, he may be pissed off at the calls from the refs. But he'll start Mac Jones if he means that he'll lose all these games to give him the number 1 pick. I think Bill Belichick is going to get closer and closer to that number 1 pick when the Panthers beat the Texans in a couple weeks. Then that Patriots-Giants game for the future, Bill Belichick's ultimate revenge against the Giants would be to lose the Giants, to get Caleb Williams while the Giants suffer with Daniel Jones. That would be his revenge against the Giants, Bill Belichick. So all this, Belichick sucks. Maybe part of the master plan to get Caleb Williams. This is a guy that truly understands how to play chess. So whatever you see with the Patriots, they're playing competitively with the exception of 2 blowouts. But then again, they are here to get the number 1 pick. The Patriots are 15th in the conference. Cardinals are leading the Rams at halftime. And now this is a team that's one of the top teams out there to be 1-5. Cardinals don't need the top 5 draft pick, but they will take the top 5 draft pick. I am so fucking glad that this organization is coming to their senses, that they don't have to play Kyler Murray, that they can tank the year and get the number 1 pick or the top 5 pick, what have you. I feel very great. I feel very great that my team doesn't play checkers, that they play chess. That is the formula to beat the 49ers. And so it's been a fun year to bet against Cardinals and win against Cardinals. And they truly have looked a lot better for a team that's 1-5. But my fan base is full of retards. They want to move on for Kyler Murray and move on with Josh Dobbs. They're a retarded fan base. They're both losers. They're completely delusional. They're out of their minds. I want to see Kyler Murray in there with Paris Johnson, the top 10 draft pick offensive line from Ohio State. Kelvin Beachum in there. You've got Humphreys. I mean, Cardinals have one of the best tackles in the NFL. Cardinals are a team that are going to ground and pound with the offensive line. They'll start dominating teams to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be blood with the Cardinals and the Niners next year. Cardinals are undefeated at State Farm. If they're 4-0 competing for the division, then you know something is special is brewing with the Cardinals next year. This is Murray magic. Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson. Las Vegas keeps it up. The colored quarterbacks next year. The running quarterbacks. They'll shock the NFL next year. That's what they're about to do.
You argue with that all you want. He's on the fourth. It's not tied at 10. Dak. Look at him run. Look at him escape tackles.
These guys even try to tackle Dak.
Breaking his own tackles now. Eventually brought down. Who wants to get him? Anyone? Yep, it's Uncle Samuel. He's fast, but it is a 60-yard play for Pollard, and the Cowboys are in the red zone. 11:30 left to play. It's now second and goal. Dak, backpedaling. Back foot, where's the end zone? Brandon Cooks is there. Got it.
Brandon Cooks played with the Rams. He caught the touchdown.
It's a bit different. Touchdown with a different team here, though. Dak plays it because obviously
I think he played with the Patriots. I'm not sure if he did. I think he lost against the Eagles.
Vontae Turpin is close into by the blocker.
Same old Cowboys scripted garbage with them rough butt.
Chargers recovering, but that is initially a little Cowboys ball. Wait, hold on. I'm going to challenge that. Say the Chargers. The ruling is over.
That was 28th regular season loss for the Bill Belichick ever since Brady left.
Herbert. Gerald Everett. Touchdown. Chargers, just like that. Tied up at 17. A lot of emotions on the Chargers. The Chargers fans felt all of them. Like throughout the course of the
Who the fuck would root for that team? I swear to God.
Dak Prescott now. 4:19 to play. CeeDee Lamb is a hero. 7 catches, 117 yards. That was worth 18. Cowboys settled for a field goal, but it was good enough for the lead. 2017. Chargers now with the ball. Herbert. You cannot go down by Michael Parsons. That was ill-advised, but that's what happened. This is even worse. Herbert. Remember when we said the Cowboys got the message about defense? Well, here we go. Stephon Gilmore. Picking him off. Get all the emotions.
They're showing the same lady over there, man. She's cray. Have you watched enough Charger games and knows this is the expected result you get?
Getting down early in the game, feeling some adversity, but guys, everybody responding, just buckling up, trusting everything that we've preached, everything that we put into this, trusting our brotherhood, and then fighting to the end. I mean, I got to make that throw to get the touchdown right there at the end, and I'm going to sound like pissed off about that and look up and hear our defense does, makes a play. And that's what it's about, having each other's back. And so, thankful. It's a good win, good road win. You know, we've had 4 in a row, 6 games. You know, we split. You know, we're 4-2. We're at the bye. Part of the definition.
Yeah, if a team makes some money, whatever, there's no reason why you can't like them. I mean, you can still like the Patriots, even though like you're not a cuckoo fan of the team. You know what I mean?
So, you know, that's hopefully we're in that position every week. You know, where our pass rush is put up to the forefront of the challenge.
It's what the Freemasons want to do. Want to manipulate you that Mike McCarthy's a bad coach. But then again, the last time the Cowboys made the playoffs 3 straight years was 1996. It's been 27 years since the Cowboys have made the playoffs more than 2 consecutive years. This means the Cowboys are trending in the right direction with Mike McCarthy. they've gotten better every single year. The COVID year, they got Prescott injury, wild card round, they make it to the divisional round. We're in year 4. Cowboys are in the final 4. 41 is our joke. They still have the Cowboys rent-free in their heads. This is an old injury-prone roster. The Cowboys are a younger roster. The 41ers are the 22nd oldest roster. They are the 22nd youngest roster in the league. This is an old roster.
I thought our guys battled really well today. I thought those receivers, they made plays.
McCarthy is hurt. Damn Samuel's hurt. Damn Samuel's hurt.
I feel horrible for the guys for the way that the game went. But we'll have to be better, and we have to
13 interception, fourth quarter game, all that.
Lost by 3 points or fewer since the start of last season. In fact, each of their last 4 losses are within that mark.
The San Diego Super Choker. San Diego means self-destruct. I like these Sports Center stats. I need to watch Sports Center more. It's been years since I watched this garbage.
With us on Sports Center from Los Angeles, where he witnessed both the Pokes and the Bulls have
20 points. Nevada 20. That's script.
Is LA going to be the hero with Justin Herbert, or is Dallas' defense going to come through? How is it that Dallas and the D won the day?
Season low, 17 points. I wonder what the 17's about. Nevada's 20, Mike is 20, 20 points. Scripted at the side, the NFC's lost Super Bowl victory over at Nevada's when the NFC's going to win the Super Bowl again.
He comes through with the huge sack. He beats the double team, and he gets the quarterback Justin Herbert.
They pay this guy good money to be a good crisis actor. He had 9 kids after all. Philip Rivers didn't care about Super Bowls or anything. He said he paid millions of dollars to be a good actor. He has 9 kids to feed. That's all Philip Rivers ever cared about. What are we kidding about? So we kind of broke down the post game. We knew the Chargers weren't going to get a first down after the 2-minute warning, the Micah Parsons sack. Yeah, we knew Mike was going to step in.
I feel like we described that Prescott, right? He wasn't perfect, but a couple of 75-yard drives. He made winning plays when he didn't make winning plays. Analyze his performance for us.
I thought Dak Prescott played extremely well. One thing he did was he understood that CeeDee Lamb.
Dak Prescott's 42. The Cowboys are 42, but for whatever odd reason, Cal wasn't getting it, whatever. But don't know where he is. But again, it's not hard to see. It's Super Bowl's on the 42nd day. I don't know if AFTZ, the Patreon Fight Network, will piggyback my pick, or maybe they won't, because of what happened in Super Bowl 56 when the Cowboys failed to win the Super Bowl.
With his decision making, with his accuracy, and lead this team, they knew they needed.
But
no matter how tough
we see the 20 because of the fact that Nevada is Gamache 20. That's what happened right there. So breaking down the post game, and you'll be able to see me record this video in real time right now. I break down the post game of the rigged scripted win over the LA Chargers. I mean, it's just not a coincidence that Jim Nance and Tony Romo were at the call in Week 6 at Vegas. I mean, that was just very obvious. That video should have at least a like. But anyway, I don't care about that anyways. The Illuminati already wins. Ain't that the truth? The Kyle Schwarber hit the home run line. Completely rigged, completely scripted. The Cowboys start 4-2 for the season. The Super Bowl's on the 42nd day of the year. I am completely right on a whole other level. Dak Prescott is 42. The crybabies are blaming the refs. This does nothing for the perception of the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl. Exactly how as they drew it up, with the holding call to negate the 3rd and long, the scripted pass interference to give the Chargers the first down at the 1 yard line to allow Dak Prescott to have a game-winning drive. 4-2 the Cowboys. We're on the 42nd day of the year. Dak Prescott is king. The rigged scripted game where the Cowboys win by the same score the last time that they faced off the Chargers in 2021. The Cowboys 2-2 away with the win at SoFi. All I heard about was the 1-3 from some people, but again, SoFi's 22. The Rams won the Super Bowl 22 years later in Super Bowl 56. They're the last NFC team to win. The Cowboys in Week 6 won at the site of the NFC's last Super Bowl victory. The Cowboys 6th championship for their next Super Bowl for the NFC's next Super Bowl victory. After 6 weeks, the Cowboys with 154 points scored for the year. The Vegas factor, the public is not catching on, but we know the truth over here. The Antichrist is 154, free of charge from the Patreon Fraud Network, plus 54 point differential for the year. After 6 weeks, Vegas 54, Bills 54. Dak Prescott enters the Super Bowl with a 5-4 record. This is why the point differential is 54 after this game. The Cowboys won with 20 points in the game. The Super Bowl is at Nevada. The NFC's next Super Bowl victory. Nevada's Camacho 20. Mike McCarthy. Mike is Camacho 20. Dallas Cowboys would enter the Super Bowl with 20 prior playoff games from the time of their last championship at Sun Devil Stadium. The Dallas Cowboys improved to 3-0 against the AFC this year. The Cowboys' last championship in Super Bowl 30, and Dak Prescott with 30 passing attempts with 21 completions. The Super Bowl is on a 21-day numerology. Title Gamache 21. Dak Prescott 21 completions for the game. It is all happening. The Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl. Only 2 teams to finish 4-2, the Cowboys and the Ravens. The Ravens in the AFTZ, Patreon Front Network are very high on the Ravens. But Super Bowl 59 makes a lot of sense because the PSYOP is on the legal platforms to bet on sports. The lack of obvious Super Bowl connotations with Joe Burrow winning back home at LSU. It's just too easy of a PSYOP, so it's a good year for the Ravens to make it next year. And then when the Ravens choke again, they're going to think the Ravens are never going to win. Just like after the Bills choked last year, they think they're never going to make it to the Super Bowl. This is how the Illuminati brainwashes and manipulates and conditions the public. Because the public had the Bills last year, but they acted like the Chiefs are going to be the dynasty. But they had the Bills last year. Well, which one is it? Which one is it? And that's all I have to say about that. It's why we have to pay the public every day of the week. Period. Period. Because we did that just here. You can see the whole Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl at the end of the video. Our Super Bowl exacta has not flip-flopped at any point this NFL season. What a huge victory in Week 6, picking the Jets to beat the Eagles. Nobody had the 49ers in that third-string quarterback of the Browns, but Browns is Camacho 28. People are not coming over from California to win money against Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a bunch of merciless bastards. 118 days from today to the Super Bowl. 118 is Dallas, Texas. 118 Pie Road Series. That's a great clue for the Rangers to win. Let's see, 16 weeks and 6 days. I know what that's all about, the 166. ASU Sun Devils is March 166 and 40. ASU hosted Super Bowl 30 at Sun Devil Stadium. Cowboys can win their 40th playoff game on the day that the Vatican was founded. The kicker from Notre Dame, Brennan Aubrey. The center, Zach Martin. Ravens are a PSYOP. Cowboys have quite a bit of Notre Dame connections on the team, that is. The bye week after Week 6, the 6th scripted championship. The next team, the last NFC team to win the Super Bowl, the LA Rams, to have 5 wins in 7 games. So it can be 5 wins in 8 games after they lose at the Eagles. They lose at Philadelphia because we got to stay on script. Las Vegas fact, they got to stay on script. We knew the Niners would beat the Dallas Cowboys in that video that I'll link to you at the end of the video. The 5-3, the 4-2, all that. They'll lose to Buffalo. They'll lose to the Bills, Cowboys. The big win coming for Dan Quinn, former Seahawks offensive coordinator. The Dallas special teams defense going to be dominant on Thanksgiving. It's a great time to be a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Silver helmet, the Silver State. I don't think ESPN gets the stats get updated until at around midnight, but we'll see if the stats get updated. But again, the 54 that we talking about broke down the 54 after the game against the Niners, and now Dallas point differential is 54. And what is 54? 54 is not true Vegas. It's not only about Las Vegas, but it's about Vegas. It's true that the Chargers went 2-3, but it's up 54-18. Vegas 54-18. What's that all about? It's not often you see a quarterback get a rushing touchdown, and that's exactly what Dak Prescott did. He got the rushing touchdown for the Cowboys' first touchdown of the game against LA Chargers. The Cowboys complete 6 full weeks of action. Both the Cowboys and the Bills, the two teams to play in the scripted championship to wrap up 6 full weeks of the season. Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. The Bills winning and then the Cowboys. Dak Prescott had the 18-yard rushing touchdown for the Cowboys' first scripted points of the game. Dak Prescott, Tom Brady, deficit, 4th and 1 from the Chargers, 18-yard line. Prescott for the touchdown. Vegas is 18-54. Bills is 18-54. That was a scripted touchdown. No one was up the middle to tackle Dak Prescott. Okay, the game-winning drive for the field goal. That's got to be significant. 54-yard drive. This 54 is not coincidental. It has meaning that is inherently derived. 3 plays and 0 yards. Super Bowl 30. Interception by the Chargers. Cowboys is 30. 54 yards. Vegas 54. Bills 54. The scripted 39-yard field goal. The Cowboys' last championship at Arizona. Arizona 39. The Rams beating the Bengals in the NFC's last Super Bowl victory. Bengals 39. Cincy is Camacho 54. That's another thing that connects NFC's last win to the 54s that you see in this rigged scripted game. Six games and 4 wins with the LA Rams next. LA Rams 64. Dak Prescott's playoff record will be 6-4 after this year. Get the bye week. You've got the 29th of October against the Los Angeles Rams. The 5-2 is on its way. Well, yeah, I mean, the Cowboys going to lose to the Eagles at Philadelphia because it's got to stay on script. And then week 10, 6-3, beating Daniel Jones. Jones 63, Daniel Jones, the owner. So it's all rigged. It's all scripted, the Cowboys season. As I've said in that video linked in the last 20 minutes, Carolina is Gematria up 73. They'll be 7-3. Washington, 8-3, 9-3. 12th game of the year against Seattle. 13th game of the year, Dallas 13. 30th day of the month, November 30th. That's the Cowboys all the way. And that would be crazy if they do lose versus the Eagles, but it's going to be lined up for the Cowboys to beat the Eagles. But, oh, the game's not a Dallas. It's a Philadelphia. And the Cowboys beat the Dolphins on Christmas Eve to clinch the scripted playoff berth. The Dolphins going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They beat the Chiefs. It's how Las Vegas manipulates the public. This is how it's all scripted. I know fake game, I see what I know. Real game, I see what I've played the sport before. I thought the Cowboy season was over. What happened? What happened? The soul was crushed by the 49ers. What happened to them? Oh my God. Sheeple. We know better than the sheep out there, don't we? How are your little Astros doing, sheeple? How are they doing? We know better. We know better than the sheep. We all know they're going to be brainwashed on a week-to-week basis to flip-flop or Super Bowl pick, flip-flop or AFC, NFC pick. Because that's all you know. You know what you're talking about. That you ain't guessing on a week-to-week basis. That your opinion don't waver. That don't change on a week-to-week basis. $37 points for the game. Let's not forget about that. Los Angeles, 37. Now, I want you to remember what I did say before the game. Because the 3-3 from Monday Night Football just made 0 sense. I had some people talking about 3-3 from Monday Night Football within the Super Bowl is at Las Vegas. So that's going to be more important than 3-3 on Monday Night Football. Cowboys dropped the 3-3 on Monday Night Football. On Monday Night Football. So we're here on Rain, Dakota. What was the 28 that I was talking about? The 28th win on the road for Rain, Dakota. The 6th touchdown of the year for Dakota as the Cowboys led 17-10. 28th win did happen. I keep talking about 28. It did happen. It did happen. Let's talk about Jerry Jones for another reason. Jerry Jones. How many Super Bowls did Jerry Jones win? I don't think I really talked about that just yet. The game was 3 days from his birthday. 3 Super Bowls without Troy Aikman. Remember New York Giants sequence 64. Dak Prescott be 6-4 in the playoffs with a rigged, scripted Super Bowl victory. In the season beginning against the New York Giants 64. Rain, Dakota is just the ultimate psyop. Rain, Dakota, no one is even given any ounce of consideration to win the Super Bowl. This is how Las Vegas wins. But I know he beat Tom Brady. Who ended Tom Brady? It was Rain, Dakota. Rain, Dakota ended Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. It'd be 6 Super Bowls for the Cowboys and 4 for Jerry Jones in the year of the Rapid 2023. The Rabbit is the 4th position. The Chinese Zodiac can be Jerry Jones' 4th Super Bowl victory. Now, what is the life path of Jerry Jones? His birth year, the year 42, 1942. The Super Bowl's on the 42nd day. Now, is Jerry Jones being born in L.A. to AFTZ and the Fraud Network blaming it on too much money on the Cowboys? Well, Jerry Jones being born at being born at LA didn't mean the Cowboys can win the Super Bowl at LA. Just the Cowboys are going to be the next NFC winner after the Rams win at Los Angeles. That's all that meant with Jerry Jones' birth at Los Angeles. So, SG Sports Gematria has all the clips on AFTC and the Patreon for network. The networks out there motivated by money rather than the pure love of Gematria, which there's a lot of toxic forces out there. They're only motivated by money. And they're here on this channel right now. If they loved Gematria, they would be making videos about Gematria, put the work out there, win or lose, but instant gratification. It shows how there are a lot of toxic people out there. And that's just the way that it is. So Jerry Jones, 16-7. His year is a 7-year. So, okay. He's born on a 12-3-day Jerry Jones. Now the Super Bowl will be played on a 3-day for Jerry Jones. He's born on a 3-day numerology. That's a great thing for Jerry Jones. As a player, he won the 64 FWAA National Championship. I wonder what that is. 6 Super Bowls, the 4 victories for Jerry Jones. That's a very strong indicator. The ritual sacrifice. The number one thing for a Cowboys championship is going to be the ritual sacrifice of, now, I would like to say that the death of Peggy and Jace is happening organically. So, despite what has been said about some bad, evil forces out there, is that it's not some Freemasonic Zionist cabal murdering people. That's not what's happening. Now, there's an organic force of nature that knows every act that happens if fate is predestined. For a perfect example, maybe the death of my own sister. Annie De Lorenzi is Gematria of 151, and she died 151 days after her birth. That day is November 23rd. Hear that? Kobe and Maradona died. So glad I'm wearing glasses right now. You're still here. It's okay. Dak lost a brother. He lost a brother and a mom too. I feel the strong energy of the Dallas Cowboys. I do. I pretty calculator Dallas Cowboys is on 51 too. So. So why are we right now? Stop the tears. It's very hard. I'm sorry. And I'll copy and paste. Specials happen that we're in Dakota Prescott, I guarantee it. guarantee something special gonna happen to Brandon Gordon Prescott. Okay, today, the day that the Cowboys are 3-2, happens to be 151 days, 151 weeks after. Okay, today's 151 weeks after the 3-2 Cowboys. Oh my God, they lose to the 49ers. 151 weeks later, this truly begins when they're 4-2 on the day of the truly on a day where they go 4-2 with the Super Bowl on the 42nd day of the year. The Cowboys are not broken. That was the narrative entering the game. But anything can happen in the Sunday night football game against the Eagles. They lose in a close margin where the defense keeps them in the game. And the Cowboy offense is looking completely incompetent. Or the Eagles win big, period. That's just what I feel about the Eagles Cowboys game coming up in 3 weeks. 20 days after scoring 20 points in this game. So understand, if the Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl, this dude lost his mom and his brother. It's toward the end for the Cowboys to win. It can be a game-winning field goal for the most magical moment by this Notre Dame kicker. It has happened before, game-winning field goals. Bills have shown their strength, and the Bills have partaken in rigged football games. Was the time difference, the travel to London, and how they rationalize them losing to by beating the Giants by 1 point is that they struggled in the last game against the Jaguars. They're still overcoming time, just time zone changes. I mean, I just think that they wanted to compete with Major League Baseball, the NFL. That's how they manipulated that game, I feel. Well, Camacho's been around for thousands of years. It didn't start with that guy. It started way long before AFTZ. Sack the hack. After the back, sack the hack. The Pitbull teams, congrats to the winners. Congrats to the winners. Just make a pick and roll with it, man. Be an alpha. Get a big dick, man. Get a big dick. Don't have a tiny cock. Just pick a team, roll with it, whatever the hell. Be all in on getting the script before it happens. That's all I have to say. I'm into that. Don't be a guy with an agenda to make money off of people who have to show up to work the next day, and these people are directly funding your little sweet lady's college degree. The IFTZ's like in this $500,000 home. I mean, this sounds like a religious preacher. People are gullible. Amen. I believe. People are gullible. Yes, they are. They're no different than the sheep out there who think that the games are real. They have false idols. It's no different. The Patreon Fraud Network are false idols. I don't have a Patreon. I don't do any of that crap. That's how you know we keep it real. I'm into that. I'm into that. No hidden agendas here. You're saving so much money, not giving any money to me when I know you need the money to get along with your next day, with your bills, all that. I ain't about the religious preacher business. It ain't nothing about that. But Gary Glenberg is inspiration to make money off the knowledge like he does. He don't ask for donations. So all the losers, all the frauds out there, they're all losers. They're not champions. They want the easy way out. They ain't got no Mamba mentality. Yeah, there's a whole channel dedicated to exposing AFTZ, after the fact sack the hack. That's what AFTZ is, after the fact sack. That's the acronym for after the fact sack. Losers Act predicting the 49ers to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl is one of the most laughable predictions ever. In addition to the Bengals beating the Rams, guy is a complete joke and a fraud. He doesn't even watch sports. He's a troll. You think that someone as an expert decoder would watch sports all the time, but they don't watch sports. So they're just a troll. At least you want to have someone out there that feels a sense of community, that they like watching sports. They know it's rigged. They know it's entertainment. But they know it's rigged and it's entertainment. And they know that it's just a rigged game. It's just entertainment. And that's just, don't think it's too seriously or whatever. It's just entertainment. That's all it is. All the games are rigged. At least we see the light in a way that the public can't see through the lens of gematria. And there, we know the truth. And the public cannot see how the games are rigged through gematria. So, yeah. At least he put it out there, but there's no excuse to act like a false title. It's by putting the knowledge out there on that. So, I think people need to see some gematria channels that are just not in it for the money, that are a bunch of lowlifes. So, red flag. People in it for the money, claiming rigged agendas, the script flipping. Scripts flipping is what a show does. I mean, as Gary Glenberg says, as Gary Numbers Guy says, they don't flip the scripts. You just didn't read it right. So that's what the GOAT says. Gary the GOAT. G the GOAT. So if you want to be motivated to be like Gary Glenberg, then you will be Gary Glenberg someday. You don't stay away from YouTube so I don't flip the script. As RFG Chosen One says, 6 or 7 years fly, and don't we understand that they don't flip scripts? I get comments the last couple few years saying they flipped the script. They never flipped the script on LeBron. Okay, Bucks constructed and built a new arena. They were due to make it to the finals. There is a lottery between the Bucks and the Suns. Whoever gets number one pick, the select Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So, those script flipped. It never ever happens. And if they wanted to flip the script on Argentina, they surely would have done that. I predicted Argentina to win the World Cup close to 4 years in advance. I've already done it. I've done it with Argentina. I predicted them to win the World Cup 4 years in advance. And they did. And no script changed at that time. That's all the evidence that you need that I've already done it. That it's rigged, and they don't flip the scripts because Argentina won the World Cup 4 years after making a video. I think not even after the 2018 World Cup concluded. So after June the 30th, we made the video on Argentina for 2022, and the commentator was right that It would have been too early to write the final chapter of the Messi legacy that it had to live on for another 4 years. The Messiah rose again in the Middle East. The World Cup at Qatar. The script didn't change. The script was properly decoded 4 years later. And this is the 2022 World Cup. And Qatar Airlines being a sponsor for Barcelona was always the clue that Argentina were going to win the World Cup in 2022. And so the script never flipped. And Maradona's death made sense of the script. The script never flips. That is the truth. And we need to stop with the script, flipping the script nonsense, because we're not victims. We just didn't read it right. So we're really only the victims of ourselves when we don't decode it right the first time around. So being your own worst enemy is saying that the script flips all the time. And that's not what it's about. So yeah, Jalen equaling 42. I like the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. So who's the other team? Eagles not. I don't need to listen to Jordan, the RFG chosen broad, because I know that the script never flips. And how I know Gary Gutenberg is correct is the script didn't flip on Argentina. Gary Gutenberg is correct because he's the GOAT and he's the Messiah. He has more knowledge than all the people out there put out on YouTube. He did offer me money, $3,000 for a class. I did not have that money to do so, which was perfectly okay. But at least we see the light. And the 22 light path can take years to achieve its true objectives. And a year, it can be achieved before I even hit the 3-0. And some people out there have to take even longer than what I take to be able to achieve their objectives. The people, especially associated with research study at the university, to reach the right conclusions to their theses, they can take 20, 30 years for these people. Thank God it can take under 10 years for me. Thank God for that. So, with that being said, if the Rangers win the World Series, then if we pinpoint to prior examples, to prior instances that occurred, the Panthers losing the Stanley Cup, the Florida Panthers, the Miami Heat losing the finals, the Florida Gators losing the College World Series. Even college sports are rigged at the big level. This is proof. And I just feel that if the Rangers win the World Series, it could be a good omen for the Dallas Cowboys. It'd be the fourth Super Bowl for Jerry Jones, the fourth championship for Bruce Bochy. Season began against the Giants. Bruce Bochy won championships with the Giants. I sense a good omen there. I do.
Since he was placed on the IL with a right shoulder strain, but according to Bruce Bochy, Scherzer could have already started.
I wonder if the Las Vegas Mafia is going to win on this one. If Scherzer looks shaky in his first start, it's going to create a narrative for the World Series. I wonder, is Scherzer going to struggle? Is there going to be a narrative there before the World Series? That is quite a possibility. Series have been ending very quickly. Scherzer been rushed back too soon. But even if he does struggle against the Astros, I back Mad Max to deliver in the World Series again. It's the Mets. They lose again. Mets is Camacho 57. 57th win the World Series of the Rangers. The Mets are going to lose again. My team of characters. I swear to God. As bad as the Yankees are, they're not the Mets. Any Yankee? Well, Jordan Montgomery, so yeah. The Yankees may look bad. Yeah, 2 months ago, man, he was great. This guy was skinny or whatever. This guy's a great pitcher. They had Matt Cain. They had Bumgarner. I mean, the Giants always had great pitching. And Sergio Romo, the beard out there, you know. I mean, the celebration was delayed. He had to do that little sign, whatever, and then he celebrated the championship. Yeah, this guy's quite a character. He's born at France. Um, he has 68 years of age. Championship at 68. I did do a parlay with the Rangers and the Cowboys and another team. I think I blame my own apathy, for not catching on with Scherzer making a likely return to the postseason. So if I knew Scherzer was going to make a return in the postseason, I probably would have predicted the Rangers over the Orioles. So I thought he was done for the year, Scherzer. But if I caught on with that, I probably would have went with the Rangers. So um, stay current with the news, always. Yeah, offense this week, it was. There's no lie about that. So far, 22 Cowboys 2-2 away. I never got any hockey out of this. But then again, their last hockey championship was the New York Rangers, New York, and the Texas Rangers win. And Judge's 15-6 light path in Texas. And Judge hit the 60-second home run at the ballpark that the Rangers are gonna win the World Series. And next year with Garrett Cole, Yankees are winning the championship. That is all I have to say about that. We got it. You know, like on the Rangers, and boom, it don't mean shit. It don't. This one tastes so good. It is a bottle of Frey Organic Red. Contains only naturally occurring soap bites, no added soap bites. I don't care about that. It tastes so good. It's so good. It tastes so good. It tastes like soda. It tastes like soda. I don't drink any soda no more. I know it's been years since I drank soda. Any of that garbage with that high fructose corn syrup. It's stuff garbage. This stuff. This guy. I don't know how to get this great taste. I swear to God. I finished the bottle. Well, the Astros will probably make it to the playoffs again next year. The Yankees will beat the Astros. How about that? Yankees will probably be a wild card team. No, let's see what tomorrow's. Dallas Cowboys are the best team to win the Super Bowl. I need to upload the videos, so I gotta leave here. I mean, the loser haters had a bad night tonight. It's a very bad night. They have to cry themselves to sleep. They're a bunch of losers. It's too bad because I expose how much they know about NFL football. Oh, the Cowboys gonna make it now. And then the Eagles and the Niners lose the very next week. Sly NFL with their scripts. I've exposed every single person out there. Niners have question marks or McCarthy got hurt, but they have an old roster to begin with. This old roster is not going to hold up against the Cowboys in January. Cowboys going to be healthy. Now, the Diggs injury, that was rigged because Gilmore used to play for the Bills. So the Diggs brothers, it's like Gilmore played for the Bills. So this is the NFL's way of telling us the Cowboys and the Bills concluded week 6 with victories. The Bills on Sunday night, the Cowboys on Monday night. 2 teams opened at New Jersey. New Jersey's gematria of Las Vegas. You're not going to change so wide Super Bowl exacta. You will not. I will fade you. I will fade to what Las Vegas wants. There's nothing you can do about that. And no script that's flipped. You got to read it right. And so that counts. So that counts. Patreon Fraud Network be exposed. We nailed them last year. We're going to nail them again. We will be right. RFG is a douche. A big mega douche who had the Bengals win the AFC, and he acts like I can't make an NFL pick. He's a douchebag. He's a douche. Mega douche. His name is RFG. Vegas shill, jackal from hell, working for the sports books, telling you to pick the wrong team that he knows won't make it. There's a real jackal from hell. That's a jackal from hell. There's a real jackal from hell right in front of our eyes. They live in Las Vegas and they work for the sports books. They purposely give the wrong tips. They live in Vegas. So, as Gary Goodberg says, they are really this stupid and retarded like RFG, or they're not retarded, but they're working for the sports books and they're satanic crisis actors. Why do you think RFG has the Freemasonic compass on his YouTube logo? Because he's a shill. He's a shill for the cabal. He lives in Vegas. Let's not kid ourselves. We'll tell it like it is as we do in Jersey. Okay? You know, where my family is from, you know, these people having Patreons, they're not in it for the right reasons. They don't know how to win without it. Their wins are not sports bets. Their wins are Patreon donations. These people are scammers. They're frauds. They fraud. They're not goats. They frauds. There's no alpha. There's no alpha with the Patreon Fraud Network. These people are fags. They're not alphas. They're losers. They're afraid to fail. They're afraid to succeed. They're afraid to take on a challenge. That is a weak forward mentality that does not exist over here. Because we about the male mentality. Feel inspired. You feel inspired by Goat LeBron James, NBA conspire against Goat LeBron James. We'll be back at this again next Sally, and we will. In our fraud network, act like Goat LeBron will never ever win a 5th ring, but he's wrong again. But very, very little did they know that it would take a 21st season to win that 6th ring. mentality. This here all to say. We back up to cry in the business again. Here we go. Everyone feels defeated last year. It's time to move on and get on with this nonsense. Because he's going to go get that out the way. Brawny heart attack. Are they really not going to jingle? Put that to free next time. Unleash the energy. The energy flow in the head. Let the heat flow with the King of LeBron hater. Let the heat flow with them. This hate, the suffering, the suffering, the pain, the bigotry. Hate on King of LeBron, the team of the dream. This what this be about right here. I swear to God. This what this be about right here. Let's go get that shit right here. The noses don't know any better. King of LeBron. Do you think Kobe died for a gym championship? This is the, they fraud. Didn't die for a gay-ass fucking gym championship. He's still one ring behind Kobe Bryant. That's not the final act of the chapter, is it? It ain't the final act of the chapter, is it? The nth playoff game since Kobe Bryant's death. That's going to be the key to the NBA Finals ending in 17. Who feel upbeat about the start of the season? Who feel undefeated after last year? Who got the mentality? You don't have the mentality. Who feel crying and playing victim and feeling defeat after last year? Who are beasted? Who are badass? Who ready to get going to war again? Let's go. You want to be a badass, don't you? It's time to be a badass. They wanted this here. Retired Kobe Bryant. Kobe was hurt, but they tore an ACL, and he retired in their 20. In their 21, King Colt, LeBron James is still the best player in the game of the NBA. Time to be a badass. It's time to stop crying. Stop playing victim. Don't be a victim. Don't be a sorry-ass motherfucker. It's time to get back in the crowd again. Not every person can have the Mamba mentality. It's a rare breed. It's a very rare breed. And nobody's up for it. The Boy fans used to be the number one seed of that nonsense out there. You think he can win this in honor of Bronny James? Oh, the people who left on May 22nd, they gone. They sorry-ass motherfuckers. They've given up. They're weak. They're fragile. They're made out of cloth and not made as a rigid member pin. Get back in the crowd. It was never meant to happen last day. You see? You already got this. How do you know you already got this? Dirk swept the Lakers. He won the championship with the Heat. And Joker swept the Lakers and he won the championship over the Heat. So you're not going to brainwash and condition the real-ass motherfuckers out here who back in on the grind next year. And you're not going to do none of that next year. And I'm not going to do nothing like that next year. Get more, get back in the mission, and then just to be a Cowboy next time. Forget about that more bullshit with the Nugget. This bullshit in the legalized bin and all that nonsense associated with that. And that's why there ain't no basketball dynasties out there, because of legalized bet. And you hate and you doubt King of the top, and this where you buy the game. What do I care all these sorry ass motherfuckers out there that want to quit on King of the Bar after last year? It's a lack of perspective. You have a new coach and you make it to the conference finals. That is a great fucking ass season. This is a lack of perspective. I think that's a very, very poor outlook that you go from 2-10 to the conference finals. That team has won the championship the next year, motherfucker. If you want to quit and bail, be a fucked ass, sorry post ass bitch. You want to continue the grind and the challenge. The challenge and the grind is what the man mentality is done. No man mentality raging among sorry ass motherfuckers who root for King of LeBron James. I'll criticize my own fans. I'll do so because they ain't about being inspired by Kobe Bean Bryant. They ain't about that. You know, Kobe Bryant's a better player, but at least feel inspired by the man mentality. You know, that's all I have to say about that. But you sorry ass motherfuckers out there that want to say it's over. You're weak. You're mentally weak. You're fragile. You're made out of glass. And Kobe would agree with every fucking thing I say about that, because I speak true. And I ain't about Kobe. I'm about King LeBron James. But you have to be inspired by the way that Kobe Bryant is built mentally, because it is go, LeBron James gives up. After February the 26th, after his ankle injury, he was about the championship. He about the man mentality. That is the man mentality. He wasn't going to give up on the late season. He was not. They made the conference finals. They're not giving up. They're not giving up. And they're not giving up when you do that. That's how I know the man type raging with the players like King of LeBron and the Anthony Davis and the injury. He keeps on grinding. It is. But I feel Trayvon is healthy to come back. But he may not come back because it goes against the script of the super dominant Dallas defense that would have happened if Trayvon Diggs was healthy. So there's no photograph from practice of him walking off the field. It can be a fake injury. Fake injuries do happen, I guarantee you. That is not something that doesn't happen. It is a fake injury. If fake injuries do happen, better believe it does. That script, I can give two fucks if it happened last year. Sorry ass losers live in the past. But we are moving forward. Well, Todd, Stephon Gilmore's played 5 years with the Bills. This is Ridge Wrestling. The Illuminati psyop is here. But the Banks brothers are not healthy. Don't start the script. But Stephon Gilmore will torment his former team, the Bills, and take an interception in the Super Bowl. Because Gilmore is a Hall of Fame player. So Todd benefited a lot from the Patriots. And Stephon Gilmore won the 6th ring with the Patriots. He can do the same with the Cowboys. I drink the whole bottle. How am I supposed to go out for a run? At least I'm not any of these sorry ass motherfuckers out there who don't go out exercise after drinking a bunch of alcohol. But anyway, I can still knock that shit out. Even if I drink a full bottle, I can still lay out 4 miles. Or am I going to go 8 miles tonight? No, I'm not. I've ran 7, 8 miles, but tonight it may just have to be 4. I don't know. But tonight was a mitigated disaster for the trolls who thought the sorry-ass motherfuckers of Brandon Staley were going to win. But Brandon Staley's an average coach. Mike McCarthy is a very good coach, despite what the haters have to say. Because from a Cowboy hater neutral perspective, Mike McCarthy would be the first Cowboy coach to lead the Cowboys to 3 straight postseason berths since 27 years ago in 1996. So he's not a yes man. Aaron Rodgers was a diva. Dak Prescott is not a diva. He seeks a real coach. The chemistry is great between Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott because Dak is not a diva. The Cowboys are not mentally fragile. They did not show their true hand against the 49ers, the 40-winers, the 40 criers, the losers, the loser 41ers. I ain't got no Discord. I got this channel. I got everything associated with that. I have no secret Discord because I fucked the script or anything like that, like the Patreon Fraud Network say. Patreon joke. These guys don't know how to win off their picks. That's why they have Patreon. It doesn't take a high IQ to understand that's the case. A 54-yard drive to take the lead. I didn't upload the video yet. I recorded the video, but I haven't uploaded yet. But I know the Cowboys are making it. No, because these guys do not know how to win off their picks. These guys are frauds. They don't have the Mamba mentality. They are very fragile minds. They are mentally weak. They need to cope out, have the easy way out. These guys need Big Daddy Patreon donations. They not Big Daddy. Big Daddy don't need Patreon donations. These guys are losers. AFTZ, all the frauds out there, like, yes, AFTZ after the fact, sack the hack. Loser. Losers only motivated by money. Loser bum is not in it for the right reasons. No. Fuck him. Fuck him for life. Piece of shit. Mitzi's right. He makes 2 picks after the fact, sack the hack. He's a loser. He told me to please retire, major service to work. Losers that covered the predict Astros, Dodgers 2017. Zach Hubbard is an insecure loser. He feels threatened by my knowledge. He's a loser and a fraud. I'm his daddy. He's a loser. His little sweet lady doesn't truly love him for who he is as a person. Just only likes his money to get her degree. Now he's a fraud. He was living in mommy's basement before Zachary Hubbard. He was living in mommy's basement before whatever until he had enough money from the sucker losers out there, his retarded minions, to buy a house because he has a bunch of retarded losers who think he can do no wrong. But the losers out there, if they were to bet on his picks, would be in the poorhouse. He's motivated by money. He's always crying and begging for money like a bitch. Is this the alpha fighting the kebab? He's a bitch instead of a beta. A beta would try to make money off his own picks, which is what Gary Gwynberg is. Zach is just a faggot. He's a faggot-ass loser who predicted the Bengals to win the Super Bowl, predicted the 49ers to beat Patrick Mahomes. He predicted Tom Brady to win last year. He's a retard who doesn't know any better before the playoffs. We had the Chiefs over the Eagles over here. No Patreon needed for that. Just true, genuine love for Gematria. But the retard millions don't know better. And retarded sheep, they'll be led to the slaughterhouse. It's their choice. They have free will, but they don't know any better. Because they're brainwashed by the FUDs. He doesn't bet his own picks. He's a shill. Go to Sport Gematria's channel. That's the real deal. How can any person with a brain consider everything Hackery Hubbard said? He was on Jim Bob's channel. Make a pick. Make a prediction. This was December of 2022. The retard could have said Argentina win the World Cup, but he's a loser and a faggot. That's the number one truth and prediction out there. Messi's going to win the World Cup because he's the Lord, he's the King. They made his own robe for Lionel Messi. But the loser just said, just pay and subscribe to my Patreon channel. Pay and subscribe to my channel. He was too pussy to admit, to say that Argentina will win the World Cup. What you scared of? What you scared of? That's one of the easiest predictions out there. Why are you such a bitch? Beta boy faggot, that's all he is. Beta boy faggot needs Patreon donations. He's not a real numerologist. He is a true bona fide faggot. He's scared little bitch. And he makes me look bad by association. Faggot. This was the grand opportunity on Jim Bob's channel to make a fucking pick. Jim Bob says, make a prediction, you moron. But loser, faggot ass, after the fact, Zach says, make a donation and subscribe to the network. Just say Argentina win World Cup. That's the best way to get you followers is say Argentina win the World Cup. But he's a retard and a loser. Why do you know any better to do that? Predicting the Bengals to win Super Bowl 56, retard, when the Rams were hosting the Super Bowl in LA. Really? I wonder why the Patreon fraud support has gone down. Because Patreon support, Patreon crybabies are losers. Every single one of them is a loser. They're losers asking for the donations. They're losers. They don't have real knowledge. They're crying and begging for donations like bitches that they all are. Because they're faggots and they're losers. They don't know any better when they crying and begging for donations. The loser-ass bitches don't want to make the work. Make the right pick. Loser. Why are you listening to these losers out there? Low-life loser Patreon losers? They're losers that don't know any better. These losers at the Bengals won the AFC Championship game last year. What? Yeah, the Niners beating the Eagles. The Eagles shredded you sorry-ass motherfuckers. Sorry-ass motherfuckers. Sound familiar? It's sorry-ass motherfuckers. Sorry-ass motherfuckers that are motivated by money. Don't be one of these sorry-ass motherfuckers that are motivated by money. They are too afraid of the grind. They are not built to be like Kobe Bean Bryant. Be a fraud and be a shield. Say the script flipped. Gary was right about that. He was right about that. He was. It's just a great thing about exercise. And having endurance. If you drink all this wine and then you can run it all out, it all goes away. All this back-to-back crap with legal betting, that's just not going to happen. Times have changed. Circumstances have changed. Why do you think in the NBA they've had 5 different winners in the last 5 years? Because times have truly changed. But this is going to be the year where King LeBron James is a true, definite winner. And we know better to assassinate Kevin Durant's character and all that. Kevin Durant won the championship next year. The loser Phoenix Suns. The loser Suns will be chasing off their sorry-ass fucking losses. I own my fucking Phoenix Suns fan base. These sorry-ass motherfuckers gonna lose. The same people calling Goat King LeBron a loser. They will all truly suffer to the core next year. I'll enjoy every moment of it when you sorry-ass motherfuckers lose to Goat King LeBron James. Just don't you ever say you own Kingdom the Damn Suns! You're a loser and a troll. You are a faggot. YVK faggot, you're a loser. Your team didn't win last year. You didn't pick the Nuggets. You picked the Celtics, you sorry-ass motherfucker. How does it feel to be a sorry-ass motherfucking bum? Go to the bum time! Go to the bum time! Damn right, we got this all the way. Sorry-ass motherfucker over there who lost his money on the Celtics. Sorry-ass motherfucker needs to make himself feel a lot better. Sorry-ass motherfucker is a bona fide loser who doesn't know when to bet the right winner. Is sorry-ass motherfucker going to predict Kevin Durant to fail to win a championship with the loser Phoenix on? It's called AFTC. After the fact slap. That's what it is. Loser trolls like to talk about what I do wrong, but the loser trolls failed on their loser Phoenix Suns in the Celtics last year. The loser Phoenix Suns and they loser Goat King LeBron hating bums full of projection. Loser, go peanut butter hating bums. Y'all had the Celtics last year. I enjoy seeing Go Peanut Bun haters suffer this upcoming year. You deserve to suffer because Go Peanut Bun is the model citizen of this NBA, and you're just a sorry ass motherfucking ass Go Peanut Bun hating ass bum. That's all you'll ever be. And your losing NFL Super Bowl pick, the sucker ass 41, is not going to do any better. Or the Eagles from Atlantic City. Don't forget about Atlantic City. Don't forget about them. Don't forget about them, too. Atlantic City. Las Vegas out for blood. You want to be on the right side of history, on the wrong side of history. By the retards thinking Miami going to make it to the finals. Are you for real? Why do people? It drives me crazy thinking people think Miami going to make it next year. Jimmy Butler's a bum. He's an Illuminati psyop. Really, Celtics did not even try to stop the Heat. Celtics are making it next year. There's no Milwaukee Bucks next year. They're making it in 2025. They're not making it next year. Celtics will make it next year because NBA is rich. Remember? Beantown, Kobe Bean Front. Use your eye, motherfucker! Stop being a goddamn ass seat! You got this. Got this. All I have to say is, Todd, cam the fuck up, make your predictions. Maybe I'll take you seriously. I'll only believe you only if you upload your videos making your predictions. Because after the fact, anyone can be after the fact, sack the hack. Are you an after the fact person or are you a real predictor and not a fraud? That is a real ass fucking challenge. Is cam the fuck up and make your predictions if you are the real deal. Because we need to see the empirical evidence. Come out and upload and make your video. Then we will find out if you know what you're talking about or not. You can easily make your wrong prediction and then just say, I made the right prediction, but where's the proof that you made the right prediction? That's the real Mamba ass challenge I've got for you. Well, yeah, to be fair, we all had the three-peat, but then it all makes sense why it didn't happen because of legalized betting. It wasn't going to happen. NBA had the Bucks. They had, Stephen Curry tying LeBron James, so no goddamn script flip. No goddamn script flip. We just didn't read it right, but we will get closer to the script for LeBron James. So keep up the grind. He's tied with Curry. Beat Curry. It's going to be Kevin Durant. None of this bullshit matters for 2021, 2022. Remember, we won on the World Cup. We've got the Chiefs over the Eagles before the playoffs started. You got to keep up the momentum. Got to keep up the grind. Got to keep up the mentality. That's what we have to do over here. It's not about instant gratification. It's about keeping headstrong with the script. And the loser ass trolls are a bunch of losers who want instant gratification. They've not worked hard for anything in their lives. They're a bunch of sorry ass motherfuckers. They don't want to expose the script. They're for instant gratification. These people are faggots. We need to move on from them. And we don't need them. We don't. So let's go. Because we can read it like a hawk. We already won. cares about gay ass fucking college football? I swear to God. Move on from that gay ass nonsense. NBA is easier. NFL is easier. NFL easier than what the public thinks about that. It's not Texas. They lost to Oklahoma, obviously. It's a rivalry. They lost. We got them where they want to be. That's all that counts. They're a bunch of sorry ass motherfuckers. Yeah, people are hoping the Cowboys would lose tonight. But too bad, too sad. Mike McCarthy is a real coach. And you can't convince me otherwise that he's not. A Jason Garrett team would lose multiple games. That is virtually non-existent under Mike McCarthy, under Michael John McCarthy. This team has gotten better every year. They missed the playoffs, divisional round, wild card round. I'm being objective. I'm a Cowboy hater, but I'm being objective. I know Mike McCarthy is. The Packers did not win without Mike McCarthy. I am just saying. There's all the proof out there that the Cowboys are for real. He ain't no year at Texas or any of that. Was 2017 the year at Texas? Was 2022 the year of Texas? It may be the year of Arlington, not necessarily Texas. Anyway, I'm done. We won. Let's Cowboys beat the Rams, lose to the Eagles, lose to the Bills, beat the Seahawks. You already know which weeks are going to win and lose anyways. How's that farewell for the Troll Network? That's bad news. Bad news. Very bad news. I'll believe it when I see it. The Cowboys beat the Bills. They'll probably lose that scripted game against the Lions. Oh, from Clifton. Mont Campbell, he'll lose. The Cowboys beat the Lions in a wild card. In the very last game of the wild card round. Because the loser, Dallas Cowboy fan, the Detroit Lion fans are losers. Loser team. The romance was only about the regular season. You really think they're gonna knock off Dallas? The retards being full action tonight. Really? He owns the Packers. He owns the Lions, Mike McCarthy. He owns them. You'll be watching the wild card round hoping I smash my computer. I've already won. I have the people coming in. But the loser Lions get a choke and fumble and choke at the most inopportune moment. This is where it's not the loser Lions. It's not the Lions. Just wait till the Niners or the Eagles. Just wait till the Eagles. Just wait till the Warriors. I can hear all the crying a long way all across America, not just Michigan, but all across America. Lions can be a huge favorite over the Cowboys. It's just the Lions. The Vegas playing with the emotions of the public. It's where the Illuminati talks. It's where the Cowboys win. Too bad, so sad. It's the free money on the Cowboys. Once the playoffs roll around and they're lost, whatever it is. It's worked out. He's going to show that he is Thomas Edward Patrick Brady, especially down trailing in the fourth quarter in the CD land. And they gallop in all of these guys come cut down from the Dallas Cowboy. And the Dallas Cowboy come through right there. And the Dallas Cowboy come through right here. And that's what I'm about to go down. My turn. Of course they will, because the Cowboys gonna beat the Lions. That's why the Lions have to beat the Ravens. Because the Las Vegas Sounder. Las Vegas is ruthless. This is all I have to say. Wake the fuck up. I copy and pasted the NFL's own poll. 59% said the Chargers and the retarded donkey Brandon Staley was going to win. No, I know who to fade, who I need to know who I fade. And that's all that counts right there. That's all that counts. Get lined up on the cocaine right here. On the cocaine right here. We already won. We already did.